Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to our weekly witchy hangout. I hope everybody has had a really good week. We are here on this beautiful Happy Women's Day. Everybody's been saying that here in the comment section. I hope that you're all feeling loved and supported and in your feminine energy. Even if you're a man, in your feminine energy, I hope that we're celebrating all of that. Oh, happy Jess Day. Okay, so today we are doing a lovely juicy reading on what is their hidden truth. So as usual, I have no idea what's going to come out here in regards of this energy, but we're just going to see what comes up. So I've got 3 piles. I'm going to hold them up here, but the thumbnail has a clear image that you can use if that's something you want to actually like be able to see a clear image of all the cards. But we've got pile number 1, which is the prayer. We've got pile number 2, which is the riddle. And we've got pile number 3, which is the kiss. All right, so you can be drawn into more than one pile. Maybe somebody's got a lot of hidden truth. I don't know. So on this side is pile number 1. The middle is pile number 2. And this side is pile number 3. So do your thing with this. Get in a calm, nice, meditative space. Allow your energy to drop. Allow the gaze to soften. Take a couple of deep breaths, really center in with your own energy, tap in with your guides for the highest and greatest good of all beings. Allow yourself to be drawn in to whatever pile or piles you feel most called to, keeping in mind that sometimes the journey to which we find our pile can sometimes mirror the journey we've been on in this situation. It may contain a hidden truth. Everything that happens here in the tarot space, in the readings, everything that unfolds here is a part of some kind of sacred experience. I don't know why, I just feel called to kind of say this, but I don't understand how tarot works. I don't even pretend to. I just love communing and kind of interacting here with this space, and through the relationship that I've developed here energetically with all of you and through tarot, I've really grown and blossomed as a human being, and I just seek to honor that process. But I do believe that it has something to do with gestalt, and that is a word that I know through my studies in psychology, and gestalt means whole. I believe in German. But it talks about like the whole, and the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. And funny enough, this is International Women's Day, and we're talking here about that feminine gaze and how to kind of soften the feminine gaze. The masculine gaze can be more engaged and more kind of like straight on. But when you focus your gaze so hard like that, it's easy to kind of fall prey to the mindset that you're picking up on the details. And if you can pick up on all the little details and kind of cut things into like little pieces, that you know the truth of something, right? But in fact, it can actually be more diluting and lead you further away from the truth than even just softening the gaze and kind of taking in the whole. You can actually miss a whole lot of information about that. So I don't know if that is something that I'm just meant to kind of contribute or remind you of here in this space, or something to contribute to your overall spiritual journey. If there's something that's causing you confusion, or if you're not understanding, if it's like the answer is not to dissect it into kind of like those little pieces and go further and further and further in. It's kind of just to relax and hold the whole, hold it lightly, hold it delicately. Easy come, easy go is what I'm getting. And I think the secrets to this person or to this situation, if you hold it lightly and loosely, like taking those deep breaths, maybe there's some tension here in these situations or something, but if you just hold it lightly and loosely, the truth will kind of like flow in easy peasy, like a lazy river. That's kind of the energy that I am getting here with this. So okay, that was just a little nugget, a little nug, a little truth to start us off with. Okay, so beautiful. I love the chat. I love what's going on here. Okay, so let us get into these messages. I always get so excited. I'm reframing the anxiousness. I'm always get so excited here. Like getting into these messages. Okay, so pile number 1, the prayer. Okay, so I just heard that Bon Jovi song. We'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Oh, look, take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. So, yeah, somebody here could have walked away is what I'm getting. And somebody else was in a really difficult position here. And somebody could have been very cold. I'm actually getting a very cold, callous energy. Let me just pull some, like from whoever walked away. let's just pull some cards here on this one. Okay, so Spirit. Exactly. Okay, I'm kind of getting this. Like the heart space was missing here for somebody here, and it could have been, again, the masculine. Masculine energy was very cold, very vapid, could have gone off with somebody else here. Look, rock bottom. They could be at rock bottom, or this like led to... I feel like the roles could have switched here. Like somebody here was at rock bottom, but they were very... This is the feminine energy, I think. Maybe this was you. Very warm, reaching out for something here. The masculine was very cold, but I feel like whatever went on here... because the details matter less in this situation, okay? Like if you're clinging to the details, this is why I was getting that, okay? If you're clinging to the details, you're missing certain things. And it's technicalities, and it's the details in this situation are associated with blame, and it's associated with justification. And babe, honey, sweet, what's the guy's name from Buddhism that uproots justification? Okay, Dorje Drollo, and I will learn how to say that name. Dorje Drollo. He uproots justification as the root of all evil because it creates such a blindness. That's what I feel like has gone on here. This is somebody's hidden truth in this situation, is that they were and it's a masculine energy like I just described before we get into this. And some of you may want to back up if you missed that part, the opening before I started pile number 1. It's very relevant here to your reading. But it is, somebody here was in that masculine, it could have even been the female, if there's a female and a male involved, but somebody here was in that very masculine, zoning in on the details of something, and because of that they missed the truth of what was actually going on here. So they could have thought something was going on that actually wasn't, and I think the truth is somebody could have been at rock bottom, but I think this masculine energy is potentially, I'm getting this masculine left here, and they went out of this coldness, out of this lack of having the truth, out of not being able to soften the gaze, out of not being able to see with compassion, and like, again, like that soft kind of flowing energy that we all just tried to get into to pick our pile, right? The inability to kind of relax into the space and even just hold his own in his own energy allowed a lie to creep in to the mind, and that lie polluted a lot of things, and it took root up in the mind. I feel like this is what separated him from whatever was going on here, and allowed him to be pulled away by a karmic energy. For most of you, that could be a person. Actually, I'm not even getting for most of you. It's like that went down the wrong path, but this is like lifestyle. I kind of feel like there was a gateway. I'm hearing gateway drug. So there was some kind of gateway, and it attached to the dopamine response in the brain. And then that just snowballed. So one little thing here, and then something like really snowballed, because I feel like this masculine like went down a very, very far path. And again, they're at some kind of rock bottom. And I feel like this could involve some kind of no contact. I feel like there's no contact here between the two of you. Okay. I love the chat. I love the people in here. I love the energy. That's my hidden truth. Okay, sorry. Yeah, somebody was very cold. Turned their back on somebody at maybe like just the wrong time. Just the wrong time. This doesn't even have to be romantic. They got led astray. Basically, that's the hidden truth here. Somebody here got led astray. Look, double life. Liar, deception in another relationship here. Ooh, mind games. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like the masculine energy here had a double life here. Liar, deception in another relationship. And I think they went down a path, they aligned with somebody like this that may have also been in this energy. I'm hearing they're going to have to face somebody worse than them in this regard, to where they have to like stare in the mirror of like, ooh, this is ugly. Like, and this is why we don't do this to other people. Like they have to learn, it's that inner knowing. It's the experiential knowing. They're going to have to kind of know on a visceral level the kind of pain that you were in, and that they turned their back on, and that they just left you to flounder in. This could be why there's no contact. But yeah, double life here, double life. And they were trying to play mind games, because this, I heard, might as well admit it, you're addicted to love here, like with this drama and addictions, toxic love, love-hate relationship. I feel like for the feminine in this, flip the energies. This is the way that it's coming through here, but it's a way to keep these energies kind of separate. So take this however it's resonating for your situation. But I feel like for you, whoever was left behind here in the dirt, needing like some kind of like assistance, I feel like this was about self-love for you. This was about connecting with, like, knowing that you don't deserve being played mind games with. You do not deserve somebody who is living a double life. This is absolutely not I'm hearing it might well be a soulmate, but this person is not in soulmate energy. Like there's karma that this person has involved themselves in. I feel like this is over a long period of time. Like this person has delved in the darkness. They've aligned their energy with the darkness. And it is, I'm hearing, I feel like spirit is coming in here to say like this, there's no more toleration of this. And I think this is because you've bossed up and you're in your self-love energy and you're going, this was childish. And this was maybe a distraction. Yeah. And I feel like this masculine was distracted from the pain that they were causing you and maybe potentially other people here. And they were, maybe you felt like this was a distraction from your hurting. But yeah, I feel like somebody here is called some kind of controversy. I feel like whoever walked away here in this cold ass energy, and just turned their back and probably blamed. And this person has no right. I feel like they were projecting on you. I feel like they were blaming on you. I feel like it was this love-hate thing. Like they love you, but they hate you because they're trying to control you. And whenever they couldn't control you, then they blamed you. Like this is a mess. Okay. But it's like, this person was in this like double life kind of an energy. They were deceiving themselves. That's what I'm hearing. I was deceiving myself. Like you were everything. I was deceiving myself about my own poor behavior, my own poor lifestyle choices, the people that were around me. And I'm getting somebody strong in particular, and it feels immediately around their space, could have been living with this person. They could have been aligning themselves with somebody here. We have this make it rain energy, manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, unexpected money or promotion, entrepreneur. And she's going like this with this. But I'm kind of getting like this, like fingers crossed, like, come on, make it rain, make it rain. Like this person left to like maybe potentially try to align themselves with fortune. But I feel like this person wanted to string you along. That's their hidden truth. They were trying to string you along because this person loved you and because part of them, I'm seeing like the lightness and the darkness. Like, are they going to go down the light path or are they going to go down the path of darkness? And they chose the path of darkness, but it's like they wanted you. This person still wanted to hang on to you or to your energy. They wanted to pretend like they were a good person because it's part of the lie. It's part of the deception. They can't face the fact that they're a person who would leave somebody like you, and you're very spiritual here. I mean, obviously you're here on this channel, but with this prayer energy, and you could have been praying for this person, or you could have been praying for help. And the divine, I think, maybe was trying to send this person in order to help you, in order to turn something around. There's some kind of karmic tie here that needed to be like reversed. And the divine thought this person was like on that precipice to see like, are you going to help this person? Like something here like that. But I think they didn't. I think they chose to be very childish. I think they involved themselves in some kind of distraction in order to distract from the hurting they caused. Because when this person hurt you, they hurt themselves. Okay. Yeah. I kind of feel like this might be more than one person's story around you. Like, even if this was like a love interaction, this could also be like a parent, or this could be, the story of your life to give you hope. Now drive all night and keep you warm inside. That's a One Direction song. You might want to listen to that. I don't know what the message is, but, and yeah. Story of our life. Yeah. So maybe, I think it's a love song. So this person maybe was wanting this story of their life with you. I don't know, but it just feels like this masculine energy was like very, very cold. They weren't even present. Like, cause he's like, I don't know, very, what's the word? Like vanishing. Maybe this person ghosted you, but they turned their back on you. They weren't present. They allowed you to suffer. They were very childish here. Look, unfaithful love triangle, ex in question, the ex. So they could have had you involved in a love triangle. I kind of feel like this person's getting played with, like either getting played, which means they're getting deceived by somebody who is stronger in their double life game than they are. They're really, really able to fool people. Yeah. I kind of feel like this person, maybe seems very innocent or sweet or naive, very childish, like in their approach. If they got taken in by somebody, or like some kind of perpetual victimhood, but really that person's the persecutor. And maybe use this masculine, or like preyed upon his own childishness, or something here. Like this masculine really aligned himself in the wrong direction, and is maybe surrounded. You healed from this, and they're going to have to as well. This person's going to have to take a leap of faith. I feel like I'm hearing cuckoo's nest. So, that's where like they've got other, like they cuckoo in to like another already built nest. So either they did this to someone, they're going to get very bad karma. Okay. Cause you reap what you sow, and the ends and the means are one. But this person, I don't know, maybe they got really pulled. They were deluded. This person just like kind of deludes themselves, or they got deluded by somebody else. That person who's better at the double life game than they are. There was another scenario, because I was like, oh, either they got aligned with a person who is in a double life, or this person just like really, really went down that path of darkness, got themselves into something they can't. Yeah, there's a period of judgment over this. Look, there is somebody here in this like The Knight of Wands for me can often be Vishaka energy. Vishaka is it relates to one of like the poison sacs from a past life. So that's why I'm saying there's negative karma that's being like, this may well be a soulmate here. This may well, and you would probably feel that, and that would lead to some kind of confusion about like, why do I feel this way towards you? And then I received this kind of treatment towards you. And it's because this person has karma within themselves and how they approach people and how they deal with people and the decisions they make. And this is Libra. I just heard Libra so strong. So this person has some kind of Libra placements. And if it's not like some kind of malefic planet, which is like Mars, Pluto, Saturn, if it's not something like that, it's making contact to something that's really bringing up karma in the Libran space, because this person has karmic relationships that they need to see clearly. They need to make better choices that are in alignment with their values. They need to see that that is not a frivolous thing to do. It's not really a choice. It's not actually an option, because otherwise you just get taken in, you become nasty yourself. Like, this person has a lot to learn about that. And the Knight of Cups for me, like I said, this harkens to some kind of poison sac from a past life, but I think it's also from this person's past. Now, this could have been a behavior. This is a charmer. This is somebody who's just a liar, the double life thing. They could have hurt a lot of people in this energy. I'm hearing they're getting some kind of karma for that, if that's the case. Or there is some kind of relationship here in this person's past that is toxic, but this person like really idealized that, or they romanticized it, or they deluded themselves, allowed themselves to be pulled down a river. They allowed themselves this is a question of moral fortitude. This person may well talk up a big game about morals and virtues. And what I've noticed in my life is a lot of people can do that. A lot of people can talk about morals and they can talk about values, but moral fortitude is something different. Not everybody has the strength and stamina and just the courage and the real genuine care and love and belief in whatever morals and virtues they claim to have to be able to act upon those things. And that's what I feel like this went wrong. So this person is under a period of divine judgment here. There's karmic repercussions being drawn up here. Look, this is the temptation by the devil energy. They betrayed you. It was a painful ending, and it is a permanent ending in this life. This person cannot get back into your energy, and this was a functioning dysfunction. I think it put you in a period of despair and heartbreak, and you knew that something was wrong here, that this was a functioning dysfunction. I think you did what this person could not do, which is sever away from people who treat you like this, and live up to your values. And you could have moved away from this situation in some way, shape, or form in order to get away from this, and your guides were there with you the entire time. And you left some kind of like this person's, where they had any kind of control or authority over you. You might have felt deferential to this person. You could have felt like maybe they were older, maybe they were in a position of authority. You could have felt deferential here to this person in the past. Again, that's the karma, and that's some kind of binding energy. And I am hearing the word binding spell, whether this was done in previous lives or something here, but I think you've really like broke free. And so this person's hidden truth is that they are receiving karma for this. And they are crashing realizations. I'm just hearing crashing realizations as to who they involved with. But who you involve with and the choices you make, those speak to who you are. They speak to your values. You are the choices that you make. You are the company that you keep. You are what you love. You are what you align yourself with. So I think this person likes to go bogus, is what I'm hearing. Like, they like to be in their mind thinking that they're one kind of way. But they no longer can believe that lie. That lie is being systematically broken down and pulled apart, because they're seeing the truth and the reality of the people that they have chosen over you, the people that they maybe, I'm seeing somebody try to hurl a rock at you, but the rock is like a person or a situation or like something. They try to throw I'm hearing who has not sinned cast the first stone. And that brings me back to the beginning of this reading, where it's like that masculine eyesight. There's some huge karma going on. International Women's Day. There's some huge karma in this person's life that comes through their feminine side, because I think they actually express toxic femininity, and I would be shocked about it. It's just that we pick up on that energy so often on the channel, where it feels like a masculine energy, but it's feels like they use toxic feminine strategies, or that's how they meet their life, is like guile or charisma, or trying to get people to fight over them or something. This feels like a masculine that has to heal their feminine side. And their feminine side, that's where we manifest from. So they're drawing maybe toxic feminine energy around. This could be women, but this is also in terms of their creative pursuits, in terms of their partnerships, they're manifesting from this corrupted space. So they have a lot of karmic energy around them. And then it makes this person feel really like a darkness, but this is the darkness of depression and just sadness and hopelessness. Rock bottom, the energy of rock bottom. And they create building. They need to understand, this is what this karma is trying to teach them. They need to understand that they build and maintain this themselves. by aligning with these dark forces, by aligning with people who do not have their best interest and who want to use them and who maybe are jealous of other energies around, like anything that they have like going on, they align themselves with like very childish energy, and it's like it's some kind of distraction. And they might not have even realized that they really stepped in it. I feel like this person really stepped in it, and it feels like I'm just seeing this person step in like a mud puddle, but the mud puddle is like really, really, really sticky, you know? And it's like, if they lift their foot out, then they're not going to have a shoe for like the rest of the, you know what I'm saying? It's really binding, whatever this was. Like they really, really stepped in it. And it's because they don't pay attention, because this person has kind of built their life on deluding themselves and trying to believe their own bullshit, trying to believe their own lie about, well, because I have like positive intentions and because I like to smile at people and because, you know, I volunteer sometimes and because I this, then that makes me a good person. When in reality, it's like, as soon as this person is put in a situation where they're like, oh, well, you could choose to be a good person and actually follow your values or not, and get something that you want selfishly, whenever they're put in that situation, they always choose the selfish route. So it's like, what good are values and morals if like you never side with it when the going gets tough? It's easy to do those things. Everybody, even bad people, do the right thing when it's easy to do, because it gives them cover. It gives them, again, this false belief. Like, that's what I get. Like, and either this is this person or this is somebody that they've aligned with, but I get the sense that it's both. And again, this is probably a romantic partner for them. It's somebody with a lot of pull in their life. Like, it could be a boss. It could be somebody that they're really, really entangled with, is kind of like what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of karma. This person is a karmic. Like, they might well be a soulmate to you, and somebody that there is, like, I just feel like there is a lot of genuine love. I think you were shocked at how little this person gave. Like, this person just did not show up for you. Like, at all. I think it surprised, because they were sitting right there on the precipice. I think it surprised even their guides, like how little effort was put into this, or like how quickly they turned away, or just like how little of a shit they gave, like about you and about like, because they felt it too. This person felt it too, but then they quickly, yeah, this person feels it too. They're all up in their head about this. And it could have been because of some kind of partying ways. Like, this person maybe felt like they had options, and or you did, and I don't know. Okay, so what is this person's hidden truth, Spirit? They're really childish. I just keep looking at this. Their hidden truth is that they've been very childish. They try to put a different face on it. Yeah, this person is blocked right now from you because they betrayed you. This person is blocked from you because they betrayed you. I think this person maybe did have a decision here in the past, or a crossroads, but I kind of feel like you noped it. I think you took yourself, you were like, no. Because the fact that this person was entertaining other options or felt like they had another, there was a right way to go. And you can tell this person is in some kind of karmic energy, because that's not how they view the situation. They thought, oh, I'm at a crossroads. I have some kind of decision here. When in reality, no, they didn't. The fact that they made this about options and choices and, I'm at a crossroads and stuff, that tells me that they were in some karmic ass energy. Whew. Thought he was avoidant for most of the time because of how quickly he changed. Interesting. Foreign guy. Oh my gosh, I literally just said that. 7 of Cups. You were confused. This person was deluded, and they were trying to entertain options here. And they were doing something behind the scenes. Because, yeah, somebody was telling me the other day, we were talking about weakness in a masculine energy, that whenever a masculine energy is not just upfront about who he is and what he's thinking and what decisions, like, it's usually a sign of some kind of weakness, like within that masculine. I feel like this is a very like, and they're feeling they were unsure of themselves. That's their hidden truth here as well. They put you at a distance. Whatever they did, it put you at a distance, and now you're healing. Now you're healing from them, and but they also did this to themselves. Like, this person did this to themselves. This person did not have temperance. Like, whatever, like, they were impulsive. I think temperance is a big karmic lesson for this individual in this lifetime, to be tempered, to be measured. They have like a lot of nitpicky energy. Like, again, that strong masculine gaze, and it ruins things in this person's life. That's their hidden truth. And now, like, you're cut off and moving on and looking good and looking fine. Like, this is you. And I'm hearing this person is shamed. This person feels shamed. And they are having to confront, I think this person is They wanted something that they're not going to get. Like they wanted some kind of like, maybe to come towards you. I think this person weirdly, even though they did all this to you, it's like they wanted you. This person wanted to be able to come towards you, but it's like they wanted to collude with the dark in order to make it rain, probably in order to get money or like in order to do like entertain all their options. And then they thought they were going to go collude with the dark, and then they were going to skirt like, and then come back over and try to get you. And then you guys were going to go off riding off into the distance. And then the sky was going to be the limit for you guys. That's literally what like this person thought. Again, childish. And this person was just putting it off. So you would probably have felt very disrespected here by this individual, and you would have seen this person as living a double life because they were, but this is a truth that they cannot acknowledge about themselves because they thought, oh, this is my strategy. This is my plan. So they weren't flowing with the Tao, which is the light way. This is what your life is, you know, always go the hard way. The hard way is God's way. And the hard way has what you need on that path. And it was to go on the path with you because there's a lot of folly in this person's sphere. This person needs to admit to themselves that they ain't shit and that they don't know everything. This person doesn't know they don't know. And this person, I think maybe this has to do with women in particular, but it's like they need to give other people their own sovereignty. They need to understand that other people are going to make their choices, that you show up, especially like in a love relationship. And this was, I think, what your lesson was as well, like bossing up with self-love, that you get to make your own choice. Just because this person's your soulmate and you felt a lot of love here with this person, it does not mean that you need to tolerate this level of poor treatment because this person behaved very badly. And they need to see that. They need to get that like shoved kind of back in their face. Like, you did this. Like, I feel like this person tried to spit some kind of venom at you and you just went, no, and then like just flung it right back at them. And it's like, that's a taste of your own medicine. Like, I think you gave this person a taste of their own medicine and it hurt. I'm just hearing this person like, ow. No. I do that to other people. It makes me feel big, makes me feel strong. Just weak man energy, right? But yeah, instead of just standing in his own dignities. Like, and that's, I think you were triggering to this person as well, because whether you know it or not, and I kind of feel like this was a blind spot in your own energy, you have a lot of dignity. You have like a lot of nobility. You have a lot of strength. You're kind of everything this person was meant to like be and collude with and live up to within themselves. But I'm hearing because they had not made contact with their own nobility, they didn't recognize it in you. This is another thing where instead of like pulling back, because if they put like the truth of you together, I think they would have realized that you were a very noble, very dignified person. But because they couldn't do that, this person blamed you and they were nitpicking you. They couldn't see the wholeness. And women and feminine energy and creative projects, Venus, right? They're meant not to be nitpicked. This is why what society does to women is so cruel. They're not meant to be nitpicked. They're meant to be seen and taken in as the whole. The sum is greater than, so they could have been trying to nitpick at you. They could have, and they missed you entirely. They missed the truth of you and they missed the truth of who you are to them. And they have nobody but themselves to blame. This person, this individual, and they're going to have to learn that. They're going to have to face, and I'm hearing like a real man, a man takes responsibility for his choices. Women do too. But like this person, it's very much coming in on that, like that side of things, that it's not okay to behave the way that they did. And this person is having karma really reflecting this. I feel like everything in this person's life, I'm seeing the 8 of Swords and they're like sitting in the middle. And you know, it has that house in the background that's like very, some kind of authority maybe is bearing down on this person. But also I'm just getting like something in their life. Yeah, so I'm seeing them surrounded by the 8 swords, but the swords are all turned upside down in the ground, which means they've tried to lie, they've tried to deceive, they've tried to, and this doesn't even have to be something totally horrible, right? It's like they're just trying to give another impression. Like this person's not noble, they're not strong, and the second that they think they can gain something by departing from their values and standing in their truth, they'll do it. This is just, it's weakness is what it is, and it needs to get bred out of them is what I'm hearing. Like that's what their guides are focusing on a soul level, and I think you're a catalyst for this. Like they have a very fragile ego to eagle? Eagle could be important. Maybe they're an Eagle Scout or American, or the eagle is like it's the eagle and the serpent. The serpent is more aligned with like tribal wisdom and the whole feminine wisdom, and the eagle is the conqueror. So like they have a conqueror kind of mentality. They got corrupted with this early on is what I'm getting, but they have a very fragile ego, and I think there's just something where you just poked it. And it's the truth. It's the smallest truth too, because it's a needle compared to all these giant swords they have surrounded themselves with. And it's interesting because that I'm seeing this person, and I'm hearing King Arthur in the Knights of the Round Table. But so they tried to establish something where they were like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, but they're like in the middle of it again, like crouched down, and all these knights, they don't have the truth. This is like corrupted. So I think this person surrounds themselves with men, I'm hearing, that do this as well. They like to all pretend like they're noble and they're doing the right thing, but they're underhanded. They could be like having affairs or like backhand deals and stuff. But then they like to put on, this is very good old boy to me. I'm from the Midwest. Like there's a lot of good old boy energy where it's like, again, they like to think that they're like the pinnacle of masculinity because they're like in the good old boys club, but really they lie. They have to lie in order to maintain that image because they're not that really. So yeah, I just feel, and also they'll turn on each other because like whenever it suits them. So they don't actually have that nobility. So I think this person was meant to live up to some kind of King Arthur level. Again, Knights of the Round Table. It's codes of conduct. It's like, again, nobility. It's, I never cross my own, God is like this too. God the Father, like God set in the earthly system. You'll notice he never breaks his own rules. That's very masculine. So it's like have values, have codes of conduct that you yourself never break. That's not a frivolous thing. It's not a choice. It's not an option. That's what leads you by the right road. And this person just couldn't do it. And I'm seeing that scene from Ted Lasso now where he's yelling at Jamie, who's kind of a prick. Jamie Tart, he's like the hot shot of like the soccer team. And he thinks he's better. He's too good. And so he's like lying and says he can't practice. And like Ted, who's a very nice guy, very reasonable guy, which I feel like that's your energy in this. Like you're very nice, you're very reasonable. But then he starts yelling at Jamie and he's like, we're talking about practice and you can't do it. Like, and I think this person, it's like, there's something very simple here. We're talking about courtship. We were talking about a conversation and you can't do it. You know, we were talking about owning up to our mistakes and you can't do it. Like, it's very much like, you want to act like you're a hot shit? You want to act like you're a hot rod? You want to act like you can go climb mountains? Bitch, why can't you do this? Why can't you have a conversation? That's too much for you. Why can't you show deference and respect to somebody you love and care about? These are the basics. This person, I'm hearing, don't go chasing waterfalls. So it's like they go chasing waterfalls, but they can't do the basics. This person needs drills. This person just needs to run the lines back and forth. They need conditioning. They need to stick to the basics. This person doesn't understand that greatness comes from mastering the basics. This person wants to be like seen in a positive light so badly. It's just that they're a coward and they're spineless. They're weaselly. They want to take shortcuts and they just don't understand that those are the things, the base of the things, the foundation of the things that can't support whatever beanstalk they're trying to grow because they're so weak in their root. Chakra, probably. So if this person is incontinent with their sexual energy, it runs them, they don't run it. That root chakra energy, that sexual energy is their power. This is also why you're not supposed to just be, I'm hearing that Lauryn Hill song, stop acting like boys and be men. How you gonna win when you ain't right with them? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Come again. So he just, shooting the SEMEN. And stop doing that and be men. So he's just giving his power away. This is also a person who may well end up getting somebody pregnant and then they're tying themselves to that person for life because they've given their power away. They've given their seed away, they've willy-nilly, and they've given their power away. This is root chakra, busted root chakra. And this goes back to what we were talking about before, that busted root chakra mind combo. So this person, they skip the wholeness. They skip like coming up through the middle. This person has very low self-esteem because it's like going from that root chakra, which is maybe this person grew up in some kind of instability or they felt really insecure in their circumstances. Could have been because there was like violence in the home. Maybe they grew up in some kind of like extreme poverty, but you're supposed to come up through that second chakra, which is really going to give you that hit of confidence. Same thing coming up through that solar plexus chakra. And it's going to connect you to your heart space, which is you. And it's also connecting you with what you love and your values and your expression. And that's when things start to really grow around you. This person couldn't do it. They're too scared to do it. And they lacked confidence. And they don't understand that the obstacle is the way. This person could also benefit from some kind of like stoicism, like healthy masculine philosophy and thought. And having masculines around them that back up their words with their actions. This person has none of that around them. I think they have a lot of people who look like they walk the walk, but they really are just very flimsy. And it's because they've like connected with that head energy where they're just this person thinks they're something. They think they're so smart. They think that, and it's because they rely on their own will instead of God's will. They think, oh, I'm just going to be able to strategize my way. But it's led them to taking shortcuts. And I'm just seeing somebody piecing together with like toothpicks and popsicle sticks and tape, not even like duct tape, just like that manila, like gross looking like tape. Like it's just all like crumbling. So this person lives a double life. They are upset that you've cut them out, but they know that they deserve it. If this person really, if they start to wake up at all, if they touch the truth at all, I'm just seeing somebody like stick out their tongue, like in a snowstorm to get like a little like snowflake on their, if they even just a little bit, I feel like they're going to start crumbling down because they've just built everything they've built on a lie. They're upset that you've blocked off your heart, that they've put you in this energy. So this person needs to take full responsibility for the fact that they did some fuck shit that put you in this energy. Yeah, the devil. They were offering the devil's cup. They chose to do that. They had another cup they could have offered you. And instead they chose to play some kind of game. And now they're seeing you succeed. I think this person's having trouble succeeding and with teamwork. They're really in their head about it. I think if this person has aligned themselves elsewhere, like if they do have a family or if they are like a boss of like a company or something, they're really, really struggling. Like it doesn't feel cooperative. It doesn't feel harmonious. And this person feels like they need your attention for some reason. They feel like they need your attention. That's another part of their hidden truth. The only thing missing in this reading is my name and his. Okay, hold on. Why do they feel like they need your attention? They feel you pulling away and they see you succeeding. And this person's been sneaking around your space. Maybe your energy, maybe you felt this person around your energy. Maybe when you meditate, you feel this person. See that? See how they're trying to like sneak or like sneaking around your blessings? But look, I don't think you see them with your eyes. I think you feel them in your energy. Yeah, it's because you have things that they don't, you have the things that they want, but they don't know how to get. They know that they needed to align with you, but the time to align with you is in the past. They needed to bend the knee. There's always a reason that masculine bends the knee. And, cause all that strength is gonna, I'm hearing not with a lady. Like you don't compete with your woman. You do not play games with your woman. You can have every trick in the book you want to go out there and conquer whatever it is you want. Not with your woman or your man, like not with your lover. You get what I'm saying? No. So this person sees the fruits of your soul and the fruits of your path and the fruits of your nobility and the fruits of aligning with your principles and not taking shortcuts. And you know, if somebody puts you in a hole and makes you feel heartbroken, you sit in your living room and you cry and you watch your Netflix and have your snacks and you fully process that. And then you stand up and you're smarter for the next one and you align yourself. You make better choices the next time. You've learned something the hard way because you've taken your hits. You've taken your licks. You knew it wasn't just about punishment. You knew it was about bossing up. So you became an adult. You were an adult about your situations and your life path. And this person is going to have to understand that. So they're being surrounded by the fruits of their poor choices. They probably feel punished, but Spirit's saying nobody did this to them but themselves. Everything that they are surrounded by, every person that is around them now that they've chosen to align themselves with, that they overlooked, that they didn't have enough something, wherewithal, intelligence, knowledge, wisdom, to be able to parse through exactly who these people are. All of that is just, it's the seed of corruption that started within the self, that they could not confront their own duality, is what I'm hearing. This person cannot confront their own duality. They couldn't hold themselves to account. I'm flashing back to a gym class. I had a really great gym teacher in elementary school, and he would sit us down in front of like his little whiteboard, and we had lessons that pertained to like gym or whatever. And the one that really stuck with me was one about self-discipline. And he talked about self-discipline. He said, listen, it's the foundation of everything else, because if you cannot tell yourself what to do, you cannot get any of your dreams. You can't build any of your dreams. If you can't say, we're going to bed at 9 because you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to get started off, you can't build your dreams unless you are able to tell yourself what to do. This person is fundamentally incapable of doing that. The other thing that's standing up is courage. And I'm hearing that, that quote that says, courage is the most important of all the virtues because it is the virtue upon which the success of all the other virtues rest. This person, yeah, they don't have courage. They have cowardice in the place of that. And what they're most afraid of is looking at their own behavior and rectifying their own duality. And the fact that they're a hypocrite. This person is a hypocrite. They profess one thing, and that's all they want is to be seen in that light. But then they have this other side of them that's just weaselly and weak. And so when they're confronted with, but I also want to sneak around behind the scenes and do a little of this and do a little of that. It's the id, right? I just want this like quick fix. I also want that, but I want to be seen as noble, but I also want that. So then this person just sticks here in this dual space. And by doing that, you've aligned yourself with the dark forces, right? And that's even, I'm hearing there's more karmic weight and more karmic responsibility on people who do that because they can get in closer with people who have chosen this other path. And you might feel that way towards this person. Next time, why don't you just be my enemy? Don't cozy up to me and act like you're my friend and act like you're my partner and act like you're somebody who can go the distance. Because if you just were the worm that you are behind the scenes, I would never have tolerated you. We would never have had a conversation. You would have never broken my heart. So the karmic consequences that come from you playing both sides of the field, that is 10 times worse than somebody just aligning with the dark forces, because you can get up closer to people who are very good forces in the world. You can break those people's hearts. And that's what happened here with you. And they want to just distract themselves from that. And it's just not tolerated anymore. So this person, they may have gotten like sucked in here. Something happened like really, really quick. And it was some kind of argumentative space. They got exactly what they wanted. Somebody who would play their games and put up with their bullshit. And, I'm hearing sometimes the worst karma you can give somebody is just giving them exactly what it is that they want. Because this person thinks they're somebody. They think that they are on par with God and that they can strategize and build their life instead of just being humble and saying, God, you know my heart and you know what it is that I want, and I'm willing to kind of like go down that path. This person just cannot do that. So yeah, this person's having maybe a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety. They feel trapped in whatever it is that they've built. They really wish that they could be independent in some way, like whether this is financially independent or just independent of the circumstances that they've built. I think this person in some way got everything that they wanted and it was shit. And so what they're having to do is just face their own folly and the fact that they're dumb. Like a lot of the times they don't know things. This person's ego is like huge. So they need a slice of humble pie, several slices is what I'm hearing. And it's been a tower moment to realize that you are their lovers. Like that they could have like genuinely had it and they're judging themselves and they need to give up the ghost. They need to give up the ghost. Again, and the ghost being that energy of love-hate towards you. They could have, again, they were trying to nitpick you. They were trying to find fault with you instead of finding fault with themselves, because this person was behaving in an underhanded way. And that was the one thing they didn't look at is themselves. They were so busy looking at you that they missed a lot of truth. So let's look, undercover hater. I knew it. And then Delulu. This came out in the reading that is going up on Patreon tomorrow here as well. So there could be a connection here to that pile. I think it's pile number 2. All right. Preach, Jess. Yes. I get into these modes and I get very upset and I kind of feel like, there's some kind of purification about it because I just feel like you guys were not defended. Like at some point in your life, I feel like, again, like this little bullshit masculine energy. But again, I think that it's like, this could have been multiple people in your life. Like I kind of feel like this is like also a parental energy or like friends that like should have really had your back or like stood on principle for something. And it left you wide open to get like sucker punched or like, I'm just picturing like being punched in the gut, which means it probably took a hit to like your confidence, your stability in the world or something. You were left to like carry the consequence. And I'm upset like on behalf of that for you. And I just feel like it's important for you to even see what it looks like when a good person like hears what it is that you went through and is just like, no, we don't do that. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's fun. I don't think that's okay. I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's strategic. I don't think it's anything worth aspiring to. The way that these people have built their lives. It's just not. And it really is a shame. I would say that it's a shame that they don't have anybody in their life to show them a different way, but they had you, didn't they? And you're headed up. You're amazing. I just saw the headed up card. And we're moving on up to the east side. So there could be something, maybe you're going to go east or like you're moving to the east side of town. But I'm also hearing that song East Side by Halsey and the other guy. He used to meet me on the east side in the city where the sun don't set. So maybe that's like relevant too. They didn't know what they were seeing. I'm totally getting that. They really didn't, because you have to see through the lens of wisdom, but that's each one of our responsibilities. Because this person was an adult when you met with them, when they were around you. They were able to be held karmically accountable, and your guides and their guides made sure that went on before they were, like this person had the wherewithal to be able to, they were responsible for their own lens at that point, like whatever point you were interacting. I want to protect you. That's spirit. Spirit's protecting you from this person, I think. But I think this person also wants to protect you. I don't trust myself around you. Good. Well, this is progress. Because it's like, well, I want to be noble, but I'm absolutely not. So they also need to know, like, with like this distractions and stuff, it's like they need to know what they're not trusted around. Like maybe it's alcohol. Maybe it's like, they know that they have bad habits. Okay, and I'm hearing that song Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. All my habits lead to wide eyes staring in space. and I know I'll lose control of the things that I say. Maybe this person lost control and said some really mean stuff to you, or they said some really mean things about you, or they tolerated other people saying mean things about you as well. Let me just put on my lipstick because I need to, because I want to look pretty on Women's Day. Okay. I cherish our friendship. I hate this energy right now. I feel rejected by you. They ensured their own rejection. Like, you didn't have to reject this person. If they showed up in a different energy, the love between the two of you would have taken hold, and there was a path that you could have gone on together, whether it is in friendship, whether this is a parent, whatever. I'm determined that we will be together again. Good. This person needs a fire lit up under their ass. Stand your ground. Yeah, but you need to stand your ground. This person, this is not a situation. Remember I said this person has a lot of Libran lessons, and a lot of people, when they misunderstand Libran energy and they like take that very superficial glance at it, they think we're always supposed to be compromising and we're always supposed to be meeting in the middle. If German soldiers from World War II, I don't think that I can say the word, right? If they come into your town, is compromise the option? Is that the correct way? No, it's not. This person is in some toxic ass energy that they need to clear up. You are meant to stand your ground in this situation. You are the mark that they need to like rise up to. Thank you so much, Callie, for the super chat. And I think this could be your karmic lesson too, because your karmic lesson had to do with self-love. So you could have blamed yourself for this, because I feel like this was like bred into you or trained into you, that you're always the problem. You always need to be flexible. You need to tolerate people's bad behavior in order to make up the difference. Spirit doesn't want you to do that. And some of you, like, this was some kind of religious indoctrination where you were taught that that's what God wanted of you or expected of you. Maybe because of your gender. Here, we're undoing that here on International Women's Day. You are not expected to be a doormat. Ever. Spirit expects us all to be lions. That's why life doesn't allow you to be weak, is because Spirit wants us all standing in our power. Look, yeah, rhythm and routine. So like sit in your rhythm, sit in your routine. Look, and then they saw it. Like they saw you standing your ground, and maybe they didn't know what to do with that. I think this person also doesn't know, like they're not used to seeing strength in a woman, or they're not used to thinking that strength is like a female virtue too, and needed on the female path as well. This person I think they think you're really amazing. You both saw something here. But thank you so much, Emily, and thank you so much, Janae, for the super chats. Look, okay, I am determined that we will be together again. And then look, a long time coming, finally. I feel like Spirit is like, finally. Look, can we talk? But it's turned on its head. This person is kind of relegated in timeout because the issue is with them. And like, you're being protected by Spirit because before this person can get back in your energy, they need to be a completely different person, a safe person, somebody that doesn't go, I don't really trust myself around you because I know I'm living a double life, and that, like, they need to breed out their own weakness. They need to cut certain karmic ties and associations fully, completely, and without a shadow of a doubt. Look, you need to trust your intuition. You are growing in your self-love. But I feel like this person's been running from their own truth for a long time. And and you align with their truths, like you align with their highest and greatest self and their highest and greatest purpose. You align with all that stuff. And because this person was denying themselves and they couldn't look at themselves, they were running from you. You might think this person's running from you. It's like kind of what I'm trying to say, but really this person's running from themselves. Chess in the City, I love your name. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, I guess that your definition and mine is something that we look at differently. I just get that this person in the past thought that there was some kind of like, oh, well, we just see this differently. Okay, but I'm telling you, whatever went on here, this is a matter of character. This is a matter of standing in your principles. That's not a matter of which to look at certain things differently. And this person doesn't have a leg to stand on because they claim and espouse those same morals or virtues that they need to learn how to stand in. So this is like really upsetting me. Party celebration, undercover hater. This could have been involved. I'm too scared. I don't think this person stood up for you. Somebody could have been talking mad shit. Maybe it was them. So either they couldn't control themselves talking mad shit on you because they felt hurt and they didn't know how to like process the emotions, or they just stood there. I'm getting upset. I need to bring it down. I was going to say something rude. They just stood there. Unless somebody else spat off at the mouth in regards to you. So let's get some messages and then we're going to move on. And I'm going to calm down. Yeah, look, the truth, and then the sword is like at the bottom of the deck. One more, heartbreak. They were trying to avoid the truth of their own heartbreak here. Hurt, betrayal, grief, and disappointment. So I think they displaced it. This person doesn't, they're supposed to, when you deal with your own self, you can transmute things. Like when you just look at, like, okay, I got hurt in this situation, but I'm going to transform that into my own power. I'm going to be smarter, better, wiser next time. But this person doesn't know how to transmute things. They're still in that phrase where they're scared of it and they're like, no, and they're just trying to run from it. So instead, all they can do is like the ego defense mechanism stuff, where basically like they displaced it and they just shoved it at you. This is like the group where I feel like a major part of your karmic lesson. I just think you've gotten the short end of the stick in lifetimes, after lifetimes, with a lot of these karmic people from your past, because you're such a loving person and you're like always giving people the benefit of the doubt, which actually is strong. Thank you so much, Corinna, for the super chat. Like, I think that you view it as strong, and I view it as strong, and it is something that's strong to say like, okay, well, I can be patient, I can take this, but then they never change because they just kind of grow to expect it out of you. And so I think that you're just learning like, no, it's actually not serving these people anymore for you to be patient with them. It like the time has come, and I feel like you're immensely supported by this in the spiritual realms to just like make your decisions. And I just heard cutoff game, to work on your cutoff game and to say, I'm worth more than this. Get on page, get on program, or get out. Like, by the way, that's not mean. That's just self-care. And I think that it's gone on too long. Like, I think that by the time you're feeling fed up, if you are the one feeling fed up, pile number one, something's wrong. Like, something is more than wrong. And like, I just feel like you're probably the person where a lot of your friends are like, I would have done this a long time ago, Okay. Okay.
You do get so offended on behalf of everybody.
I do. It's that, like, we were just talking about the 4 virtues. Okay, and they've come up in this reading, and I kind of think that I'm meant to say this as well. One of them was courage, that we've mentioned. The other one was wisdom. The other one was temperance. And the other one was justice. And Alex has always been on me about it. He's like, you have such a boner for justice. Like, I really dislike to see good people treated wrongly. And, like, getting the short end of the stick because they are good people. I don't like that occurring around me. I don't. And if that means that I have to be mean or be a bitch to somebody who's doing that, I'm sorry. I think that's where it belongs. And I just don't like it. And I feel like this person needs to get a virtue or two, needs to grow one. I want to be more than friends. This person wants to be more than friends. A boner for justice. Yeah. I feel you leaving me behind. They're not wrong about it. They're not wrong. And it reminds me, like, I used to always hear in the readings that keep up. Like, there's a scene from a movie that I always see in my mind where Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, she gets like so wrapped up in like, and I think that's how this person feels about you. Like, they're so enamored, and they never saw, I'm getting that. Like, they never saw the beauty. They never saw the value, because in that scene, she's walking through some kind of like great hall, and there's like these marble sculptures where, if you actually think about a marble sculpture, somebody like is chiseling that out of rock. Like, that's insane that anybody can do that. So she's just like captivated by that. And there's like paintings on the ceiling, and she's just taken in by the beauty. I think this person, now this, that healthy masculine energy where they're starting to see the details of you, because they pulled back from all that blame, hatred energy. And then they saw from the feminine gaze, they could see the fullness of you, or this is what's happening now. So they saw the truth of you, and now they can see that healthy masculine energy of like seeing the details of all the beautiful art and all the nuance and all like, oh wow, like they're really seeing that you stand out. Like, you've worked on yourself. That's what I think this is. You've built something very beautiful for yourself. And I think it starts with your philosophies, and I think it starts like from your virtues. So I feel like, it's like they're so enamored, and it's like, keep up. Like, and this is what's in this person's future. Like, they can be this too. It's just they need a swift kick in the ass. That's the best thing that could ever happen to this person, is just getting a swift kick in the ass from karma and from judgment and from the people around them. Because this person also strikes me as like somebody who just has yes people all around them. People that on some level, probably subconscious, they know won't call them on their bullshit, because they know that the people around them don't have a leg to stand on either. So it's like they could know things about, like, this could be a group of like, I don't know, this feels like bro culture, where it's like, I remember what you did when we went to Philly that one time, and I don't want everybody knowing about that, so then I'm going to keep your secret, and then you're going to keep my secret. Like, that's just what it feels like to me. And they like that. They feel comfortable there. Look, we both know I'm not the one for you. I wish I could share my good news with you. This person thinks of you when things go right for them, and they wish that you were the one they could give that to, and they wish that you were the one that they could share things with. I also think maybe you are a really good person to celebrate with. Like, you're fun and everything. I couldn't let you get close to me. I hid who I really am from you. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I remember every detail of that day. Finding out the truth crushed me. I'm becoming a better person. You speak to me through music. I just heard like from this SNL skit where somebody was pretending to be an iceberg. So there's somebody, somebody is like trying to maybe hold a lot of those messages. I feel like this person's trying to put on that like iceberg kind of a front. But anyways, this iceberg in this Saturday Night Live skit was putting out an album, and they were like, "What's the name of your album?" And he was like, "Music." And he's like, the name of your album is called Music." Anyways, again, I think that speaks to like the funniness of it, but somebody's trying to pretend to be an iceberg. Like this person's trying to pretend to be unaffected. No one makes me feel the way you do. You're the best I ever had. I hope to have a future with you one day. I knew it. This person is trying to be like, they are trying to take accountability by being like, okay, well, we both know I'm not the one for you. I hid who I really am. They have to. This person has to go through those reckonings. They have to hold themselves accountable, but really underneath it, it's like, look, I'm working on myself so I can come back to you. Please wait. This person, I never experienced this intense connection before. Plus, I feel like this person is a bit psychic, and I think they can feel me kind of rip into them on the etheric. And I think I'm the best friend this person ever had, because I just don't think that people, like, I think they know this. I think they know this about themselves. Like, look, please forgive me. I know I messed up. Karmic connection, moving on from the patterns. No matter who I am with, my thoughts always lead me back to you. So if you're worried that this person's connecting with other people, or you've seen like, those are karmic connections, and it just doesn't compare to how they feel about you. Oh, did I already read this one? I'm working on myself each day so I can come back to you, because I hope to have a future with you one day. No one makes me feel the way you do. You're the best I ever had. I still love you, and I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, you're still very much on this person's mind. You're still in their present. Oh, and I just got a whiff of another song. You're on their mind. You're in their present. It was some kind of song about like how like you're still there with them. Like you're still around them. You're still in their present. There is no one else thinking about you all day. Yeah. And they're hoping to have a future with you one day. And this person just wants you in their life too. Like I really feel that way, because I think they're another thing. I think one of this person's karmic lessons is learning about a good woman, like the presence of a good woman, the love of a good woman. And now I'm flashing to Lady Jessica in Dune, and like that scene where she's going through, she's psychic, like she's a Bene Gesserit. They're like witches basically. But there's she's interviewing somebody to work in the house, and she can psychically see that somebody's like carrying a dagger, and she's like, whatever it is that you're carrying, it won't be enough. So that's kind of what I'm getting, is like having a good woman around kind of snuffs out threats, or like they're learning that it's you can't have weak women around you, and that when you have good women around, like you can sprinkle that shit everywhere. You can't ever have too many on International Women's Day. You really I've learned that in my life. Like you cannot have too many good women around you. You really can't. You really cannot go wrong with that. So anyways, that was pile number 1. That was a lot. And I was very connected to that, because I feel like this person's very connected emotionally, like here to this space. So, it seems like brag about being admired, and I'm still releasing you. Yeah. And I think this person maybe surrounds themselves with people who fall for the charm and the charisma, who allow them to be very shallow and very superficial, because this person likes to feel in control. They like to feel like they can, maneuver around that space. That's also why their love life has not really yielded a lot of fruit, because either they're with somebody who, and it might be one or the other, they're always with somebody who controls them, who maybe treats them as an option, who has that double life energy, who is a manipulator, a stronger manipulator than they are, because their spirit's trying to give them a good look in the mirror. Or they're with somebody that just doesn't really light their fire, because they're very they're enamored with them, and they're easy to control, and they never hold this person accountable, and just look at me and be with me, because you're the tippy top of what I think I can get, and I'll put up with anything, and this person is just kind of, I just feel like they feel like you're out of their league, like you're beyond them, but like you are an equal to them. And if they act wrong, you're going to say they're acting wrong, and you're going to know that you have other options, and you're going to move away. So anyway, that's what I have for pile number 1. Let me get a water. Yeah. I love the chat. I love what's going on here. Let's just clear this energy. Hi, Luna. Oh, this is a good omen for pile number 2. Hi, girl. Want to say hi to the people? Happy Women's Day. I know. Okay. The tail end resonates. Okay, let's move on to pile number 2. Luna, do you want to come say hi to the peeps? Okay, she's like, no, I don't. Okay. Moving on to pile number 2. What is their hidden truth? Okay, so this is the riddle. This is some kind of interesting connection. I just heard mastermind. Hold on. Fighting. Okay, interesting. I'm not getting a great energy from this. Hold on. The riddle. This is a person who's very confusing. This is a manipulator. This is a person who is a stumbling block to a genuine union as well. This could be a love part. Like, they're a stumbling block. Yeah, this person's taking up space in your life, or they want to take up space in your life to block a genuine connection and genuine intimacy. And it feels to me like a blanket statement. Like, this person wants to block genuine connection and genuine intimacy as an overall thing here in your life. Like, definitely between the two of you, this is not on offer. This person, again, they like to control proceedings. This is kind of that manipulator energy that I was getting, like at the tail end of pile number 1. They cause drama. They kind of thrive off of fighting is what I'm getting. But this person, look, detached. This person is really detached here in this space. This person also could start fights in order to detach, like in order to be like, oh, we just need to take a break. But it's really because they want to go like mess with somebody else. And you can't say anything about it, or something. This person, they might want to try to pretend like this is some kind of like divine union, but it's just to cover up red flags. So what this person's doing as well is they're trying to build up some kind of an addiction. It's that push-pull kind of a phenomenon of like, it's really on like passion. There's a lot of sexual energy here as well. But this strikes me as like, with the narcissist, because genuine intimacy and connection is not actually on offer. A lot of times the actual experience that you have like can be like ratcheted up, not because necessarily it is more special. It's just because everything else is so stark in the relationship. There is no genuine emotional understanding between the two of you. You don't connect in any other way. So the closest you ever get to that person is that kind of physical, like that physical kind of like aspect. And, but this person does that, and then they'll fight with you. So what they're doing is they're kind of drumming up an insecurity in you, that you could lose them at any, moment, and they're trying to make you think that is love, and it's not. It's game playing, it's strategy, it's addiction, and it's passion. But they want you to mislabel that as love. But this person feels very detached, and this is a one-sided relationship. And they might be pretending that they have trust issues, but this is a one-sided relationship. They just use stuff like that to blanket and cover what's actually going on. And what's actually going on is that this person is very strategic and they're very selfish. I also feel like this person speaks in riddles in order to get you all tied up in your head in knots. And also I'm seeing you like all tied up like a pretzel. So you might feel like you're in a straitjacket. They might want to make you feel crazy. This is like gaslighting energy as well. So they might want to make you feel crazy, questioning what it is that you feel in the situation, question what it is that you actually saw. They'll be like, oh no, that wasn't really it. So that's a stark contrast to pile number 1, where there was a genuine sense that person wasn't able to see pile number 1 because of their own lens. Pile number 2 tries to manufacture that feeling that, oh, well, you just don't really see me clearly because of this, this, and this, when actually you are seeing them clearly. And this is something where I feel like this connection is entirely built for you to get your intuition up and running, for you to trust your intuition and know that it's your intuition and your anger are probably the only things talking sense to you in this relationship. I think this person tries to dismantle your anger in some way too. Your anger at your own mistreatment. They try to either equate anger with abuse. It's so stupid that I can't say certain words, but you get it. Those are not always the same thing. They can go hand in hand, but they don't always. So whenever you get angry or like you raise your voice or something, or even if you punch a pillow, then this person is going to act like you did something else, and what they're trying to do is sever you from your anger. They're trying to get you to dismantle your own strength, you to dismantle your own sharp senses. But also I think this connection on a higher plane, Spirit's kind of allowing this to go on because it's getting your intuition online, and you need to know that your intuition is spot on. Your intuition is telling you the truth, because I think there would have been something about this human being that you would have thought, I don't want to involve myself with them, like early on. If you really check in, and also I'm hearing using the instrument of your body. So, and this person likes to throw that off as well. Again, using that energy, that passion energy, the lustful energy. And people, okay, the other thing is this is teaching you potentially about lust and and about temperance, because people really misunderstand the energy of lust and how powerful it is. You think that just because you can identify that you're attracted to somebody that's lustful energy, that's not it at all. It's a craving, it's a desire, it's a wanting. And a lot of people, they warp that in their mind. If they don't have a good inner clock and like self-inquiry process of like, wait, what is actually going on here? Let me make sure that I'm actually seeing things as they are. I'm not blowing past red flags. This is a person, they might really rush things too. They could have rushed the intimacy. They try to rush you into things. But all of this, you'll notice too, like when you kind of think back, like to the thing, how this person sort of operates, everything they do is kind of designed to dismantle your senses, like you getting a read on them. So I'm hearing love bombing and gaslighting. Those are this person's two favorite things: love bomb, gaslight, love bomb, gaslight. But with the gaslight, I'm seeing somebody, you know, those old timey perfume bottles with like the poof squeezy thing. It's like really, really feminine. So this energy could be really, really feminine, or there's a really, really feminine energy around them. Like if this is a masculine, there's a really, really feminine energy around them that they play off of, whether it's their mom or their grandma. And this person might wear a lot of perfume, or like they have like a distinct smell or like a signature smell or something that they've talked about, or like their house has a particular smell. I don't know, but it's like I'm seeing the spraying of the perfume, but it's like fogging everything up. They try to disorient your mind, or they triangulate you with this other feminine energy. And it doesn't have to be another love interest. This could be, like I said, like their mom or like their boss or something, right? But and then they try to love bomb you here, like again. So it's just tactics. Everything about this person is tactics. And I feel like instead of, this is teaching you not to be an enemy to yourself as well, because instead, the way that you like kind of take your power back in this situation, the way that you master this situation and solve the riddle that's like unsolvable, is basically by walking away. But instead of doing what they want you to do, which is turning on yourself and like questioning like yourself, instead of doing that, question them. Question, like dismantle their arguments, because that's what I'm getting. Their arguments, they don't have anything sound to like rest on. It's actually not true. This person misapplies concepts, they misapply words, and they use them as a deflection mechanism. And I'm hearing that misapplied fluff words. And this came out in pile number 1 of one of the readings from like way back in the day, where it was like these misapplied fluff words. So this person could use like if you're somebody who's really into spirituality or like psychology or something, try not to talk about that here with this person, because those things are like finishing school to a narcissist. And it makes their cover like all the more believable. So I think, but you'll notice this. I've noticed this. You know they're learning it from you, because they don't have their own original thoughts or like their own original takes on things. What they do is they hear you say something and then they ratchet up the pain and throw it back at you. But it's all your ideas, all your concepts, all the things that you've introduced into the space. That's how you can kind of tell somebody that's like genuine in their pursuit of these things. They have interesting things to tell you, and when they say it, it lands like they have this kind of holistic knowledge about it, that they've been thinking about it for a while. That's absent when it comes to like a narcissist, and more often than not, it's something you have introduced into the space that they try to turn on you and ratchet up to cause the most amount of pain. Like where you try to introduce those concepts in to bring clarity and healing. And you know, I know, like I grew up in a really kind of toxic household, and I used to kind of think like, I know I'm right about this, but I didn't know the word semantics. But it was kind of like a semantics game where it's like, well, how can and it came from a place of childhood innocence with me, where I would think, oh, this person really doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. They really don't understand what my concern is or like where I'm coming from. So like, how can I explain it to where they do understand? So I would do that. And then I would kind of, I don't know, it just depended on the mood that somebody was in, like in that day. I would get a variety of like responses. But this is a person who they don't have a genuine understanding like of those things. So I was trying to introduce like calmness, but whenever they inject those things into a space, it's to wound, or it's to disorient, or it's to like cause harm. So this is all about getting to the intention. You can't be distracted by the superficial here with this person. That's also part of the karmic lesson that they're here to teach you. You can't be distracted with the superficial, because it makes this person sound plausible or believable. This person might be really, really good at that, but you have to get below. You can't be shallow. I think this person is teaching you to get below surfaces. Feel the intention behind why this person comes across the way that they do. why they use the words that they use, why I'm hearing why they have the job that they have. So for some of these people, they could have some kind of pro-social career, but it's just another cloak. Like this person is just, or they align themselves with causes or groups that they think gives them. Yeah, I've seen this in readings before where this is like the race car jacket, like where they put the patches on of like Pillsbury and Tampax, and like, you know, they run for, I don't think those people have race cars, but if they did, you see what I'm saying? Like they align themselves with like causes or groups to give the air that they're a good person, you know? And it's like, this is a type person that wants to have a family or this or that, again, so that they're associated with certain types of people and places and values, so that when they do their messed up stuff, they go, well, I'm a Christian. I don't do that because I'm a Christian. And I'm also getting that this person, like if there is some kind of sacred values here that you would be the only one who has them. I hate to break it to you. This person uses your worldview against you. So they don't actually believe in Christian values, but if this person can get you into a marriage with them and they know that you really don't believe in divorce, this person doesn't give a shit. They just want to get you into that place. Then they're going to start acting badly because they're like, you don't want to get divorced. And like, I'm the person you married. And for your own greatest good, and probably for the good of our kids and dogs and neighbors, and for the highest good and greatest good of all, you really shouldn't be legitimizing me in any way. Like to our community, to like whatever. You really shouldn't be doing that. But like, you would have to break your own heart in order to do that. And that might be the lesson here is, again, seeing below, so if this does involve like your spirituality or like your religious beliefs, you are being invited not to stop at a superficial level of those either. They weren't put out there as this black and white, shallow ass checklist. There's a heart and a soul. And I'm hearing for some of you, like you could have had pastors or people, religious guidance in your life where it was half baked because they weren't coming up at it from it. Those are living texts, right? And you have to come up through the heart space in order to understand it, in order to hear it in the right way, with those with ears to hear and eyes to see. Like that's why priests and monks, they've had to practice like traditionally before they were even allowed to read the sacred texts, because they didn't want to read their own ego into the pages. Well, this person, they intentionally put their ego onto spiritual things, and they misuse that space in order to get like what's his name? Dorje Drollo. Just because I can't remember your name does not mean that I don't love and care about you. I'm so sorry. That justification as the root of all ego. They use it to justify bad behavior. They want you to use it and weaponize it against yourself. This is a sick, twisted thing. Like when you actually see this for what it is, they want to take something so beautiful and so powerful and so meaningful and something that is meant to liberate and comfort people. They want to twist that and use it against you, so that your own mind keeps you stuck. This is very Eight of Swords energy. So this person is a lesson, and use it. Like use this person as like a springboard into your life. Learn these lessons well, so you don't need another person like this. But there's some kind of like, this card always gives me the creeps, because like when you look at it, there's this thing back here. I don't actually know if it's an eyeball, but it looks like an eyeball to me. And it just looks like somebody watching from the background. And then like, look at those calm little Godfather hands, like just like watching. And I feel like there's always this aspect of this person that is pulling a lever and watching how you respond, and pulling another level and then watching how you respond. It's like machine learning is what I'm hearing. Like they just, So that's their hidden truth, is that they're absent. Like this person is very cold. This person is very cold, very detached, very manipulative, below the surface. And something here with this fighting energy, they want you to chase them is what I'm hearing. So this person like will induce like a fight. They'll say that they have trust issues, that they can't trust you. This person just wants you on your knees. They want you capitulating to them. They want you to like prove yourself to them. When you should be doing no such thing. You should be, yeah, I'm hearing that Rascal Flats. You get mad, you get strong, wipe your hand, shake it off, then you stand. Because this person wants you on your knees. Please, like they also, if they can trick you into thinking that you did something wrong so that you have to then capitulate, they want capitulate. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want you to like capitulate to them. And this is a person who also will not like accept your apology, or it's like there's some kind of gargantuan feat that you have to overcome for them to just be on okay terms. And the punishment never fits the crime, because it's about control. That's what it's about. It's about manipulation. It's about control. And it's about swapping the viewpoint from which both of you are seen, because this person is the bad person in the relationship and they play chess behind the scenes in order to try. And you are leading with an open-hearted energy and a trusting energy. And you would never suspect this until you've been in a narcissistic relationship, and then you do suspect it. But like to the outside world, because you're the one capitulating, you're actually a really nice person and you're willing to make those amends. But this person likes that other people kind of see you in a lens of like, oh, you messed up. And so they build this kind of reputation for you, like with other people, even though it's not true. They manufacture. This is somebody who manufactures scenes and dramas, again, in order to like control things. This is a manipulator. Yeah, you might have known the moment after something here. Could have been the moment after some kind of sexual contact. Yeah, so, okay. What is their hidden truth? They want, yeah. Oh my gosh, this person has secrets. This person is keeping secrets. They could have a secret lover here. And they don't respect you. And they could have many. Like, this person could have a lot, like, going on here. But look, this is their kind of, okay, I keep hearing this like Shiv mantra that like, and Shiva clears things out. So this could be something that's like ending here. But this might be the repertoire. This is the love bombing energy that I was getting with the Ace of Cups. And then like you invest a lot here. And then all of a sudden this person will be like, well, it's not enough for me. You know, or something needs to change. Something's not up to my in some way, shape, or form. Things are just not up to this individual's satisfaction. You need to be doing more. You're always the one in the wrong. But they're slick about how they do that. But they get you to a place where you've like invested a lot, and then this person's always in and out because they're just, there's no genuine attachment here. There's no genuine affection here. This person wants to get you fighting over them for your position in their life. I think you're starting to see this clearly with the Sun card here. There's healing been cast in this space. There's light. There's goodness being actually cast in here. So you may have had somebody show up in the appropriate energy. Everything that this person was pretending to be, you may have actually had somebody show up in your life that really was all of those things. And you make the most of that time too, because it's like they're showing you how this person really isn't anything. They're a liar. They're just showing this person to be the hypocrite that they are. And I think when you get a good look at this real person and this other energy, you can kind of see that very clearly. But I can see that there's been healing cast into this space. I don't know what you did, or spirit might have just taken some kind of something is tipped here. Like I'm hearing like a critical mass. Like, I don't know. You could have caught on to enough things that something tipped here in this relationship. But this person is hiding secrets. That's their, I just heard their spiritual truth. Look, I do think there's somebody here that they want a relationship with. Okay, there is somebody here that they want a relationship with, but it's just because they can manipulate them. That's why. And maybe because they're abundant. I think this person, if this person's in another relationship with somebody else, I think that person's waking up to who this person, a lot of people are waking up to the fact that they've been really insecure, and that's why they got like wrapped up with this person or like believed their lies. But they want to be with somebody here who is traditional and who wants like the happy relationship. And then look, we've got the energy of betrayal. So it could have been that maybe this was a third party situation in the past, or like this person wants to heal the betrayal energy, like maybe with a marriage or some kind of like reconciliation. Christina, thank you so much for the super chat. They want to heal this. So this is a manipulator. But this person, again, just like a narcissist with the hoovering, they pick you up and they put you down. I'm just hearing useful idiot. This person is doing this, though, in order to, they have, let me just cover her up here, not because I care, but because they have some kind of goal here. They have some kind of like I just heard star-crossed lovers. Like there's somebody that they're really actually trying to get to here. So this is like a placeholder or something. Yeah. Aren't we tired yet of betrayal? That's what I feel like's going on. Yes. Okay. So Catherine just said that. Aren't we tired yet of betrayal? I feel like that is the question that's being positive to the people that are around this person, because imagine being in this person's family, like in this person's family of origin, you know, where it's like, well, that's, you know, you got to claim them. to a certain extent, because it's like your sibling or something. Like, imagine what that's like, you know? I feel like this person, they like pitch up into some kind of crisis, and you're always having to comfort them, but then come to find out this person, I shared this in another reading recently when one of my siblings, we were on the playground at like the same time, and that never used to happen, but came running over to me saying like this person wasn't letting them play kickball. And so I thought they were getting bullied, like put on this big show. So I walk over and I was like, why won't you let her play kickball? And they were like, no, I would let her play kickball, but she wants to play on this team and there's 10 people over here, but there's only 9 on this other team. She needs to be on the other team because there's 10 versus 9. There can't be 11 versus 9. There needs to be 10 versus 10. And I was like, why? Like, you knew you were lying. You knew you were like causing drama in order to pull me into this. Like, I feel like this person does this. So I apologized like you would do, you know, but this person doesn't act like that. Creates their own drama. Exactly. I actually don't have to imagine. Yeah, justice. So again, okay, aren't you getting this? Do you feel this in your life where it just feels like now, and I really honestly think the entire year of 2024, I just feel the winds of change a coming, and I'm so excited. But I feel like there's been some kind of wisdom cast into this space. Justice has somehow been called upon, or I heard justice has been served or will be served. For some of you, justice is literally in the process of being served now. And if you are in some way involved with this person, I think you're a part of that justice, because again, you could have been pulled into some kind of drama to act on this person's behalf in a way where you were called to, like, they were trying to get you to bully somebody else just so that they could get what they wanted, but they were trying to make it seem like they were being mistreated in this regard. So you waking up to them and being like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, they want to cause some kind of fighting. But this person, this is power. This is somebody who does power by proxy, where it's like they want to cause fighting between 2 other people. They caused it, but they are removed from it. Does that make sense? So they want to use other people. They don't even want to, this person doesn't even want to fight their own battles. This person is so lazy. They're so parasitic in their outlook that they don't even fight their own battles. They just get you to do it for them, or like somebody else to do it for them. So this is being balanced out so that people can, like, people have been really hurt by this individual. I mean, it's not hard to imagine. This person can do a lot of damage, especially because they're so cold and detached and they don't have feelings and they don't care. Or if they have feelings, they've long since been locked up to the point where they're broken now. Like, this person, there's no getting along with this individual. So they've hurt a lot of people's hearts, and it's just spirit's done with it. Yeah. And all these people too, I'm this is reminding me of the spell that like we cast here. Those you've hurt will receive a boon. Because look, she's seeing her worth. Like, all these people, I think, had some kind of low self-esteem that like drew them into this person's orbit. But they're starting to see their own worth and value, and they're gonna their lives are gonna really turn around when they boss up and they see this person for what they are. They make a decision to move away from this person. All of a sudden, they're gonna have wealth, and they're gonna have stable routines, and they're gonna have good karmas, and things are gonna bloom and blossom around them. Because also, like, a lot of these people have really good karma, but they didn't understand why everything would go wrong. I was in a relationship one time, and my friends had this nickname for us. They called us Messica because his name started with an M. And they were like, the joke was like, we should start our own insurance company because everything just always went wrong. And it's because he was horrible. Like, he was like a horrible, horrible person. So I feel like you might have that kind of relationship where it's like everything just goes wrong, like when you're around this person, because none of your good karmas can come in because you're not with somebody. Like, your spirit can't give you those karmas without this person ruining them or taking them, so it's being held back from you. So this is gross. Let's just get some messages. Look, I hid who I really am from you, but that's their modus operandi. This also reminds me of a reading that we did not too long ago where it was like, okay, there was that destroyer energy. This person is the destroyer. And in that reading, I remember saying like, look, there's a person here who is a liar. They're a practiced liar. They know exactly what they're doing. They have a focus on their lying. And they were coming across like a method actor to me, where it's like they were always trying to get like more and more convincing, like with their little postures and their size and their looks and, the way that everything is like integrated. They really try to get like better and better at their lying. And then there's somebody else in the situation that just, they're kind of more they're a centrist is what I'm hearing, but you don't centrist yourself when it comes to the dark, right? But they fell prey to their lower natures because they were just in that hypocrite energy of like, well, I want to be this, but like, I can't stand in the moral fortitude that I need to actually bring that about. So instead I've fallen prey to my lower natures, and then I've aligned myself here with this person, got pulled way off track, and now everything is on fire around me. That's like really what I'm getting. I'm not going to get any more messages because this is a liar that we're picking up on here. And this is just somebody, I'm just picturing like, you've just got to, just like that siren energy, you got to cover the mouth because otherwise it'll just lead you astray. But the truth of this person is that they hid who they really are from you. They'll continue to do that because this person doesn't really have a solid self-identity. They have this shifting sense of self. They're one way to you. They're another way to somebody else. Whatever way that is to keep the situation exactly how they want it, to get you to believe a false version of them and also to buy into a false version of yourself. This also contributes to your low self-esteem because they get you to believe a false version of yourself that needs to be seen clearly and then flipped around and turned on its head. This is all about self-liberation. This is all about self-love. This is all about caring enough and choosing yourself. So there could be something about this person that you think you need, but that's coming from that low self-esteem. You don't think you can go get it on your own. You don't think that you're enough on your own, right? But you are, and you're going to learn that the moment you cut. I feel like the moment you cut away from this person will be the moment your luck changes. It will be. It will be. Okay, we're done with that. Ugh, toy. We'll just get that out of here. Yes, okay. Let's just get the maracas. We're just gonna do this. You guys already know. And I'm gonna use the gross one even though I feel embarrassed, but not enough to stop using it. Pile 3, save us. Okay. When we get to the end of pile 2 and we're crossing our fingers that pile 3 is a gust of change. I'm sorry. Oh, and it is because it's the kiss. Pile 3, be good to me. I think it's my own energy. Okay. I'm getting good energy with this though, because this is the kiss card. Okay, I just want to pull some cards here. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. I feel good things are coming here. And again, this literally might be the winds of change. Something is turning around. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I feel like something really good is coming, but it's like, it's confusing. Okay, because I always notice like the staticky part of this card. So Spirit is like protecting something here. Spirit is like confusing something. Something here is like being kept from you because maybe there's like a lot of finger pointing energy, but what's being kept from you is that, oh wait, this is their hidden truth, right? Okay, so thank you so much, Catherine, for the super chat. Okay, so let me just ground myself in this for a second here. Okay, so their hidden truth is there's a lot of love here. This person I think is like the perfect partner. I'm really getting that. Like this is a person with a lot of love to give. Heather, thank you so much for the super chat. This is a person who is very loving and like they're very connected here. They've got a lot of love to give. They've got everything to give a partner. I feel like this person's been going through a really, really hard time. I also think that Spirit was keeping this person's energy cloaked and hidden here and secret here from people who were trying to blame them for their own problems, basically. This person was maybe treated like a bait dog. They were treated disrespectfully because, again, people could not own their own issues, own their own problems. So Spirit has been shielding this person. I'm seeing Spirit cocooning this person. So they were cloaking their energy for a long time, but now I think this person has gone through or will be going through chrysalis, like a period where Spirit's kind of wrapping them. I'm almost seeing them like being mummified, and I'm seeing Anubis, which like is very almost like witch doctor-y energy to me. Like he does rule over the underworld. So this person is going like, or he's connected to the underworld. So they're going through some kind of like healing journey, healing embalm, but this isn't like preserving something here. I'm seeing like something being preserved but then pulled out. There's something going on that I don't quite understand, but it's mystical and it's magical and it feels like an underworld journey. But this person feels wrapped in balm, and I'm seeing aloe vera. Like I'm seeing them like kind of coating this person like an aloe vera. So this person maybe looks real dewy, or they're maybe they're healing their skin or something too. But I'm just getting it's like they're healing. It's taking the sting out. Spirit is taking the sting out, like from this individual, because they've had some sting put in. Yeah, I'm seeing this person just get like, I'm seeing somebody grab a plant, like a real thin, spindly plant, and just like hit this person. Like, you know, not enough, that's not like a whip or anything. It's just enough to be annoying and just like repeated. So this person is being healed. And there's something that's going to occur. It's all being done in secret, where I'm seeing these people's finger pointing energy being turned back around on them. And so the truth of this person is going to be revealed. And this person is like, they're ready for love. This person has earned their independence. This kind of goes to what we, Tarang, thank you so much for the super chat. This kind of goes back to what we've been talking about in the channel of like overcoming like codependency tendencies or something like that. So this person will come into your life and they will be very independent. But this is somebody who can just stand on their own. They know their worth. They've been through a lot. This person could have moved to like a new place, but they're going to be very, very ready for love. And I feel like this could be mirrored. This could be a mirrored journey between yourself and a high level soulmate, or a twin flame, or however you're relating to that energy that's like coming in here for your life. You're going to meet this person, and I feel like it's going to be a very sacred connection. It's probably going to be very intimate, like between the two of you. There's a lot of love here, and the bulk of your relationship could be kept very private. Like there's just a bond here, a sacred bond is what I'm hearing, like between the two of you. And this person's going to be very protective of you. You're going to be very protective of each other. I think this person will be very angry at your mistreatment as well. This is going to be the type of healing situation where you might have thought that you've done some healing work here, but then when you open up about certain stories that maybe you think are funny, or that you, but just because it didn't go bad or something like that, and this person is like, wait, what? Like, and they actually like get upset. Like this is, I'm hearing that quote that's like, sometimes you don't know the extent of the fuckery that you've been through until you tell a safe person. Like, I think this is going to be your safe person, and they're just going to be like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, that's not funny. I'm sorry, you should have never had to go through that. And this person is also a part of in your own mind. So if you've been like really messed with mentally, like on a mental level, being convinced that you should change or that you should tolerate bad behavior, and that's the reason why the family doesn't stick together, and that's the reason why this, because you should just be okay accepting like some kind of shit ass treatment. No, this person's going to help you turn those sticks back around and put the blame exactly where it goes. This is not a low energy. This person's very dignified in their energy. They're very, they've gone through a lot of similar stuff. You guys understand each other in that way. And they're going to help you really do this. They're going to help you understand like these kind of wounds here from your past and suck the poison out is what I'm getting. And they're going to help you build a foundation and a strong sense of security. And this person's going to be very secure in themselves as well. Yeah. Okay, what else, Spirit? What is this person's hidden truth? They love you and they manifested you. Because I'm hearing like, I wished for you too. This person's, they've been wanting you. And something about, there's a connection on the ethers that has also been assisting you, pulling you towards them. Something has been pulling you towards them. I feel like it's your own energy that was kind of pushing away, or like spirit. Yeah. They've been encouraging you somehow on like a spiritual level to close out some of these karmic cycles here and to trust and to start some kind of a new beginning. This is really, really beautiful. I also feel like there's going to be some kind of break away from tradition or routine, that they might, like the same old, but you literally might do this. Like you literally might break away from some kind of routine that you've been in, some kind of daily habit or whatever. You might meet this person when you've done this. Now this could be on some kind of scale where some of you, I literally get that you're going to move to chase some kind of dream that you have for yourself, or you're following your heart in some capacity. And it's that energy that's actually causing you to break with this routine. But for others of you, it's like, well, you always stop by the Jimmy John's for lunch, but instead you were following your heart and you got a poke bowl instead. So you broke from your routine, and then that's when you meet this person and you guys have this like meet cute over the salmon, you know, or like something, but it's like a break from routine, and it's going to be sudden and you're not going to know it hit you. This person maybe is going to be different than your usual type, or that's going to be what you notice about them. I think there's going to be a lot of attraction here. And there could be a connection here through music. I'm just noticing she's got her hair dyed purple and she's going her own way and like playing her flute and singing her own song and just like seems really happy and good and content in their own energy. I think this is how this person sees you, but you're a match. And this might happen so suddenly that you might not have even realized that you've bossed up or leveled up into this energy, because again, like I'm seeing that chrysalis, like energy, you know, like you maybe have been alone for so long, you're finally comfortable in your own energy. Nobody is competing with other people with your own solitude and your own comfort, and your own trust in yourself. And you really just don't want to bring somebody who's gonna like drag in some kind of discomfort and like pull in an ill wind like to your space. You don't want that. And this person's not going to, but I think you've been singing your own song that like all of a sudden this is gonna like catch you off guard here. And they see you the same way. And again, this healthy mirroring, because again, I think you've been around people who didn't mirror you back properly. Like they never saw your worth or your value. And whenever you would try to, like if you were open to a conversation about like what went wrong or like let's heal our relationship, or like you never got accountability from these people and said, again, there's this finger pointing energy. You're to blame, you're this, you're that, instead of like, I was on some fuck shit. Like, right? This is healthy mirroring. And I think you see this person very highly and they really stand out to you as this like different magical unicorn thing, but you stand out to them in just the same way. And I think you're going to be like, wow, you see me like that? Like when this person describes to you how they see you, you're going to be like, what? Wow. Or like, that's not me. That's somebody else. But no, it is you. And all of this is going to make sense to you. The journey that you've been on. Again, like this is going to be the completion of some kind of karmic cycle that you have with yourself. Yes, there have been karmics around. Those people need to deal with themselves, clearly. If it's anything about like what we've just gone through here. Nikki, thank you so much for the super chat. But this is like the end of a karmic cycle. And this, to me, this Saturnian energy, it's integrated in you. It's so well integrated that you didn't even notice. And so this person's going to mirror that back so that you can get this new updated, it's just like updating the software on your phone or something. It's like you're getting this new updated perspective of who you are and of what you want. Your dreams might change. I feel like you're going to go on a path together. Like your dreams may literally change between the two of you, because all of a sudden you see that you can do something magical. You can do something different. You can do something interesting. You can do something that really does reflect the uniqueness of what your soul has to offer here. This is that partner. This is a divine partner. Okay? This is what I would call a divine partner. And you guys are both going to support each other here. And you're going to learn more like karmic cycles or something like that. But yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy here. And you're going to see like strength. And this person has a strength that you do not have to fear, because like pile number 1 and pile number 2, they fight for control. They fight for strength. Those are the last people that should have strength, because they can't be trusted with it. They use it to get their own way. They use it to hide behind. They use it to displace. They use it to confuse. They use it to get away from doing their own work. This person and you together, like this is a strength energy that you do not have to fear. And it's going to be very, very healing. Oh, yes. Leah just said, I'm definitely slow and steady though. But you know what, with the Saturn energy, because Saturn is slow and steady. Oh, and that reminds me of something else I wanted to say, because they say that Saturn gives the best gifts. Like, and I'm hearing from Garth Brooks, sometimes I thank God, for unanswered prayers. So like you leaving behind something you thought you wanted, like that's the best thing that could have ever happened to you. And it's going to lead you this person and you're going to realize, but Saturn gives the best gifts because you have to integrate it. It moves slowly because nobody can take away the gifts that Saturn has given you, because it's so integrated in who you are. It comes from you, you know? It's like a part of you. And this person's a part of you. They're going to weave themselves into the fabric of your life. The fabric of our lives. What's that? They're going to weave themselves into the fabric of your life. In a way that it fortifies you. But I'm seeing like I'm seeing one of those ground trampolines, you know, like where they dig the hole and like there's a trampoline, and so it's like a little give and a little go. Okay, so that's from is it How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? A little give and a little go. Like, so it could be that, yeah, you're done with the games is what I'm getting, you know, you're done with the games. And it's almost like no matter how you try to drive each other away, not that you would, but any defense mechanisms, because you might go into this relationship, both of you being like, this will probably be temporary and I'm fine with it. And here's my plan and I'm going to go on to that. And it's going to shock you that it's like, hello, we're back. Sorry, I messed up that stupid joke too. Okay, so I'm just going to tell it really quick because I was trying to tell a stupid dad joke in the chat because I do that whenever we have technical issues because I'm stupid. So it was, what does a vegetarian zombie eat? And the answer is grains instead of brains, but I said brains. Anyways, okay. So I'm not sure where we left off. I think that, did we talk about the how to lose a guy in 10 days kind of thing? It was just after that. The how to lose a guy in 10 days. So it's like you guys are going to bring your lives together. And I feel like this person is going to be your sanctuary. And I was talking about how people, where did that Knight of Wands go? People are from your past. Like once you've reestablished yourself in this new energy, then, and it's like you start to believe in your own worth. You start having that mirrored back to you. You start being treated well and knowing that you deserve to be treated well. And so does this person. I feel like you both are going to do this for each other. I think you're going to have people wanting to come back from your past that were in some Knight of Wands energy, that wanted to start fights with you, that wanted to be in and out of your life, that took you as an option, whatever. Like they're going to try to come back, but there's going to be this obstacle here. And that could be you just knowing your worth, where if they try to come back in, and that's how you're going to know that you've healed. Like if these people try to come back in on that same nonsense, you just don't want to talk to them. You might be like what they would consider rude, because I think these people have very fragile egos if they're not allowed to like, or if they can't just like take ownership of the things that they know they did wrong. Instead, they would just prefer to blame you. So these people are going to try to come back. Or your partner, I think you and your partner, like I said, you're very protective of one another. And like, you know, I think this is part of the healing that's going on, is because you each know that the other person deserves to be treated well. So at the very least, it's like your partner is going to be on the back end being like, no, we don't need that in our lives, you know? Or if somebody does come up to you and they start kind of like using a passive aggressive tone, then this person's gonna be like, well, thanks, it's nice meeting you, like we're leaving. This person's gonna have your back. And like if somebody does send you a message or something and you're gonna be like telling this to your partner, be like, I don't know, like this person from my old choir group or something like sent me this message, and this person is going to read it and they're going to tell you exactly how to respond or whether or not you should respond. They're going to be your spine. They're going to inject that, you know, you deserve XYZ. Don't tolerate anything less than XYZ. And I have your back 100%. If those people are not going to do like the right thing here. So yeah, look, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is such beautiful energy. And I do feel like Spirit's not like really wanting to spoil the surprise, because even just me telling you about this is going to feel so different to actually live it. But I do feel like you've got a new beginning coming in here, and it might seem small at first, but it's yours. Like it seems small, and but you're very contented. You're very happy. It's a wish fulfillment. And this feels like a feeling, like if the feeling starts to kind of come in, there could be a change of place that's involved here. And it could be, you know, like you move apartments, you move cities, you move towns. Some of you, it's like going to be much bigger than that, but it's following that heart energy. And look, happiness. And I just think that you have, yeah, again, like these people from your past that are like going to feel defensive, but they should have felt defensive years ago is what I'm hearing. And you can't defend the indefensible is what I'm hearing. And these people, they're going to die on that hill metaphorically because you can't defend the indefensible, and it is lacking in wisdom, and it's just stupid and a waste of time and effort to even try to do that. And because you don't do that, you're getting like your efforts. But again, it's the best kind because you might have had to wait some time for this because Saturn is involved here, but it's the best kind of gifts, and this is going to be very long term. I do think this is going to lead to some kind of like routine energy. I do think this is, Saturn is contracts, it's a marriage, it's a house contract. It's going to lead to all of those things here. So this person's hidden truth is that they love you, man, and that they want everything with you. This person wants everything with you, and they have an intuitive knowing about you here as well. This is your forever person. I really think this is your forever, and it's abundant in the space between the two of you. Yeah. And this person understands you, and you are their wish. Like, I'm hearing that again. I wished for you too. It's like when you guys see each other, it's like, oh my God, you're my wish. Like there's something like this is wish fulfillment energy. It's bringing in, it's when you finally leave this stuff, like it's going to lead you to this place that is better than you could have. It's hard for me to say that this is like a dream come true because I just don't think that you even thought that you could dream this dream in some fashion. And it's not flashy and it's not showy. It's very calm. You can keep it, is what I'm hearing. Like, you can keep it. It's a very steady knowing that you can keep it. And this is going to be, oh my gosh, look at this. Happy 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. This is happiness. This is a happy marriage. And I feel like you're going to get plenty of time, like alone. You're going to feel like content here within yourself. This is beautiful. This is like calm, serene, beautiful, genuine partnership energy. And so this person that's coming in, their hidden truth is they feel exactly that way about you that you feel about them. This is your partner. You both feel very protective over one another. You've both gone through a dark night of the soul. You've both had your energy, your sun energy eclipsed in some way. So this could be career troubles. This could be just people not honoring the truth of who you are or making you feel like you don't have a right to that in some way. Could have to do with sun can be father energy as well. You also both could have challenged your own philosophies that were being held together by these karmic groups that just sought to feed off of you, take advantage of you, treat you badly, make you feel like you deserved it. Nasty, bad, nasty, gross. Calling that love. And it's clearing the air. I really think this is going to lead to marriage. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. There's a lot of dedication and abundance that's coming through here in this space. It's that feeling when your food comes to the table at the restaurant. Yes. So this is so beautiful. And I feel like you've really been through the ringer here. There's also a lot of attraction here as well. Yeah. And there's equal amount of like attraction and support. And you might go through periods of where one is like more dominant or needs to be more dominant, because I'm also getting that spirit's using this connection to heal, but also like, again, pumping out like old things. So don't be surprised if when your energy starts to finally feel safe and you finally feel like you've got something under your feet, everything kind of calms down. And because you're around a safe person and you're in a safe environment, things start to kind of come up and like purge out. Almost like if you have like really, really hard water and all of a sudden you get a water softener and like it's going to push all that sediment like out. That's what I feel like is kind of going on here. And I just want to remind you that the two of you are not the enemy. When you get into that space, you're not having issues with one another. It's just that you finally feel so safe and you feel like you can cry and you feel like you can yell and you feel like you can be heard. And like, I'm not saying, I don't think you're ever going to be like disrespectful, but it's like those old feelings are going to start to resurface. But do know that this is kind of like a CPTSD flashback. It's like an emotional flashback. But it's going to come up in the moment. So nothing's wrong like in your current environment. Just know it's plumbing the depths. It's like literally purging this from your energy field. This is a gift. This is a sacred gift from the divine. This is a sacred union. It's built on divine support. And I feel like, you've been in a fight here, and maybe I'm hearing like you lost some battles here. Okay. But you are winning the war, and spirit needs you to be focused on that goal. So what if you've lost battles with horrible people? You've won the war because you don't have to be around them anymore. So, just know that. And spirit is really just spirit's been wanting to give you the support for a long time, but there was a lot that hearing you wanted this, like in this lifetime, you wanted to be done with these people. You wanted to be done with this mindset. You wanted to be done with this. So your guide team, you guys all sat down and you were like, okay. And you spoke very openly about, okay, well, you know, don't let me out unless it's this, unless it's that, unless it's the other thing. Even I might be upset, okay, but like if you think that I can teeter over and if you think that I can take this all the way across the finish line, then by God help me to do it, because I really, really, really want to be done with this. Like that's just what I'm getting. And I think that you're getting your wish. And like this is going to pay off huge, like when you're finally like cut free from this. So this is beautiful. Let's get some messages. Let's get some messages. Yes. Okay. Look, this isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. You are the one and only. So for some of you, you might meet this person and then get separated, but then like get brought back together. And this person means it. Because I think like the pile number 1 person, right? They were like, I'm going to go down the path of darkness. And with my lack of wisdom, I think that's going to work out. I'm going to align myself with souls. I'm going to do dastardly things. And I'm going to get a foothold and get myself ahead. And then I'm going to come back around and play nice with my soulmate. The ends and the means are one. They weren't even suitable for you as a partner. They didn't embody your values. They weren't practicing what they preached. They weren't putting one foot in front of the other. They weren't building a life that you wanted, even at all. Like, but they wanted to align with you. So they were really lost, you know, whereas this person is like, they might have something that they need to go do, or you might get separated, but this person is coming back for you. And this is also somebody who has connected with their nobility, and they will be defending you nobly. So if you need some kind of like defending, this is not somebody who's just going to be slogging people in the street. Look, I never expected to fall in love. I'm totally getting that. It's like some of you may have even given up on love. And so your dreams that you've built for yourself, you're so not codependent. Like the dreams that you've built for yourself don't even involve this. And then it's like, whoa, I just really was not expecting this to come in for me. And then Spirit is like, surprise. No other compares to you. This is so beautiful. You guys are going to know exactly what you have in the other person because you've been through all of this, you know? I can't take being away from you any longer. I wish you would come knock on my door. Yeah. And now I'm feeling that the older energies kind of like try to come in. They all of a sudden, they want to be what this person is to you. Now all of a sudden people see, because they needed somebody to show them how to act right is what I'm getting. They needed to see what it looked like. And that's sad for them. Like it really is. But this person might want to be that. And it's meant to inspire that person along their own journey to get them to like level up, you know, in their own space and whatever. But they're just at the beginning, that old person, they're just at the beginning of this journey, whereas the two of you genuinely can lean on each other. You are on the same page when it comes to standing up for yourself in the world and standing up for what's right and what's good, what's pure, there's nothing that, I think when the two of you come together, there's just nothing you could offer either one of you that would be worth more than being a good person and being able to lay your head on the pillow every night. To know that you have values and that you live up to those values and that you love who you love, and that's it. And it's not up for debate, and it's not a choice from that point. I just love you, and we are what we are to each other. And there's almost no choice. Exactly who the pile number 1 person could not be for you, this person will be for you. And it's going to be a very healing experience. And like I said, I was kind of getting that pile number 1 person was like multiple people in your life in multiple different arenas. And it's going to feel so good. Like when you're finally around somebody who is showing you your worth and showing you your value, and it's reciprocated, and you both think very, very highly of the other person. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Fairy tales really do have a happy ending. Like, yeah, some of you, I think, like, you were just thinking something was a pipe dream and that it was all a bunch of horse shit and it was all a bunch of lies. But I think Spirit's got some up his sleeve for you. So, all right. She's describing the twin flame journey. Nice. The song I've gotten is Soon as I Get Home by Babyface. Interesting. We made it. No pile number 4 today. So, but we still have our general messages. I love it. I've had a couple of incredibly tough years. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's the tail end of like a purging, probably. You're almost there. I'm hearing it's always darkest before the dawn. All right. So let us move slowly. Are we frozen again? No. Okay. Are we okay? Yeah. Okay. T said, Jess, you're on fire today. You banked today, girl. Yay. How did I forget about the general message? I was so full from pile 3. Okay. Man, I am going through rose water like it is my job. Okay. Let's see. What deck should we choose? What deck should we choose? Okay, I'm wondering if this is part of the general message. Like, what should I choose? What deck should I choose? Like the insecurity. And I'm also seeing that, you remember from A Nightmare Before Christmas when he's in that grove and it's all the trees with the different doors of the holidays on them? So there could be a question here about timing. There could be a question about like, what do I want? And I just want to remind you, this is like something Eckhart Tolle is really, really good about talking about this in a way that I can understand, at least, where like people will call and ask him, they're like, okay, but what do I choose? Or like, what do I do? I don't know what to, like, what do I do? You know? And he's like, well, if you're in that position where you don't know what to choose, you don't know what the timing is, can you just sit in that energy? Can you just like accept that this is where you are as like a part of the journey, that nothing is wrong? Because a lot of times when we're there and we're on that precipice moment, we're like, oh, I shouldn't stay here for very long. I need to choose because I sit on this precipice. So I'm hearing own your space. This is about just owning your space. Like I'm literally picturing like Rafiki from The Lion King, like just sitting cross-legged in the middle of that grove in The Nightmare Before Christmas and meditating, just sitting there. Slowing his breathing, feeling his belly, like just owning that space, just sitting here. It's also something about that is filling up your tank, because I'm hearing I have so many options. I have so much to choose. I feel like this could have been weaponized against you, especially in love, by people who thought they had better options or something. But this is you having options. You've actually weathered through certain storms, and these options before you are genuine. Okay. And they're also, I'm feeling like there's a feeling that you could be tricked, because again, like you've been tricked in the past. So just know that you are your... Okay. Yeah. Some of you guys know that there's been an energy, and just by the way, there has been an energy that's been trying to creep in here, and this whole stream, but like also just been around, okay, and it's lessening because it wants you to be afraid of it, and it wants you to think that it has power here and stuff. Like just it's been interesting, like it's been fun. I'm really proud of that break screen, by the way. Like that's fun. Just have a laugh. We'll tell each other dad jokes. It's all just a part of the process. You know, it's just a part of the process, and use that time to meditate and to feel comfortable and solid in your own energy. Just do that. It's just a reminder to meditate. It's just a reminder that, oh, right, like just to tap back in. Okay. It's back when you click on the live button again. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I kind of think that this is like this energy of like it doesn't like being blocked, and like, you know, it sees us as having like the golden cup here or something. It's like really angry, and it's getting destroyed though. I just think that it's just a process. Stand in wisdom, and you don't have to do anything. And I think this energy thinks that I'm like even doing something, or like we are, but I'm telling you, when you live the way that whoever this energy is, when you live that way, then it's karma. You don't have to do anything. You can just say like, it's karma, right? Whenever I start talking about it, it tries to attack me. Okay, extending that cup. All right, so moving on back to the general message. So you are in a place where you are making some kind of choice. And this is all about, again, sitting in your own energy and just feeling yourself out and getting comfortable with your own vibration and choosing what it is that you want to choose and allowing it to choose you here as well. I just saw Hera, commitment and dedication. So, and just commit and dedicate to your own journey and your own process and your own contentment. And contentment is different than happiness. Because happiness is kind of like that peak energy, which is nice when we feel it, but it's just a part of that cycle. And I think this is a part of having that golden cup. It's just knowing that happiness is a part of that cycle. It's the peak. And then sometimes things will drop back down. Sometimes you'll be bored. Sometimes you'll be apathetic, right? Like sometimes things won't be moving. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. You're just kind of going like through this part of the cycle. But how can you manage your own energy through that? How can you manage, how can you be content through whatever it is that you're going through? That's the spiritual journey. That's what, meditating is. And part of that comes from just like knowing that life is this way, right? Like life is about that. The Buddhists say like life is suffering, So if you accept that and you just know like, look, we're in corporeal bodies that decay over time. Like, how does that look like it's going to get better for you as time goes on? Like it's a part of what we're meant to experience here as souls, to tap into what's really important, just allowing the state of things to point you in the right direction and to know that that is the process and that nothing is wrong. It's just the process, and just meet it wherever it is. I feel like that's what all of this is really about, is getting comfortable in your own energy. And your choices are yours, and they're gifts. Like if you go about it this way, they're gifts. They're not meant to control you. Your choices are not meant to control you. So, okay, let's see what else. I do feel like there's a lot of messages that are wanting to come through. Look, somebody's really trying to let you know that they have regrets. If you let me, I'll take care of you. Somebody really wants to come crawling back here from your past. Your kindness has changed my life. I effed up. Sorry for the way I handled things. So if you need that like recognition, if you need an apology, just know that it wants to come in. All right. It's all good, darlings. Okay. You're always moving. Sometimes it's transitory. Florence and the Machine. All right, I'm just going to speak this out loud, okay? Because the energy is starting to move around, this negative energy. Usually there will be a masculine energy in the chat that kind of starts popping off. We've had that happen twice today, okay? And we're not taking any chances with it. We're very much on the same page. So just, if you are a masculine energy, I'm just going to ask you to kindly step back from the chat, hold space for the feminine energy to rise up here in the middle of this. And anything that you do to kind of connect with your own shamanistic quality, because the masculine energies that are here have some kind of, it's like immediately clearing out. Thank you. Thank you. George, please just pull your energy back though. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. All right. Okay. I'm so sorry. I feel like this energy is coming through and is like outraged because it tries to divide. Okay. Like it really tries to like divide and conquer, but like this is this. So there's some kind of like, I'm feeling so like cared for and warm and loved, like around and just like, yeah. Okay. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So there's like a warm hug kind of coming in, for you. And this feels like strong protection, spirituality. Yeah. Somebody's getting perspective on you here. Nice. Okay, so that's that energy. So let's get back to like the main message. All right, Spirit, what general messages do you have for the people here? Are you just feeling comforted and like warm and like loved? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I think this is part of the general message too. Look, this is like goddess energy, the feminine energy expressed through wisdom, like connecting with feminine energy. And again, okay, so I'm just hearing, take some time today to celebrate International Women's Day, and your feminine energy, even if you're a man, just like, and also like to connect with the feminine energies in your life. If you have ancestors, if you can make it, give like an offering, get some flowers, if you feel like you want to visit like somebody's grave or something like that, or just celebrate your own femininity. Okay. Yeah, George, you don't need to sign off at all. It's just that they're using like there's always some kind of weird thing with the masculine energy that they try to do, and so we're just asking you to pull back so that we all know that we're safe, and so that masculine energy can do what it's good at and actually provide some kind of safe container. But you don't need to sign off at all. It's just, we're just asking honestly for protection. Okay. All right. Child eternal. I'm literally hearing Shiv chants. I just kind of feel like we're just supposed to, okay. So we're back. Let me just say something here. All right, George, like, we want to love and support you here, but I injected something here into the space because you're following a pattern that I've noticed happening here. So I don't know if something's working through you or if you're a part of this. I'm really distrustful of your energy here right now. I asked all the masculine energy to pull back because I've noticed they lead with the masculine in order to divide and conquer. And usually there's some kind of division. Now I'm addressing it directly and it's coming at me again. This follows the same pattern. So you're put in timeout because I asked you to stop speaking. I asked you to pull back. You're still talking. You're drawing attention to yourself. A lot of emotionality. It was a very direct thing that I asked you for and it didn't happen. I'm saying this in front of the group so that everybody sees this pattern. It's still coming at me because now I'm talking about it directly, which is exactly the scenario I wanted to avoid because of how this thing operates, okay? So we all have to kind of get on board. Now there's some kind of strong energy that's coming in here to combat this. So again, if you are a masculine energy here in this space, you're here for a reason. Thank you for coming. Can you just pull your energy back and can you just focus on using your energy as a shield, as some kind of protection here over this group of women that is clearly being targeted, clearly being attacked. They're trying to divide us and conquer. It's this low energy that is, it's all the same tricks. It's confusion. It's distraction. It's pulling us away from what's important. It's causing a rift here, right? When we work together, this energy weakens. When we connect with our own power, when we reaffirm our desire to be a community here, to genuinely hold space for people who are genuinely having emotions, right? That's when this energy kind of like goes away, okay? Do not fear this energy. The biggest thing is like just being afraid to look right at it and to hold hands. And like, women have always stuck together, right? We all know that there's strength in numbers. I'm feeling so much love. Thank you. Okay. So yes, like this is just it. So all of this is the journey because this isn't just about receiving messages here from this space. We're tapping into our spiritual sides of things. This energy is real. We can feel it when we rise up our energy and when we set the intention here in this group to grow, to connect, to build like those loving energies. Okay. Like we are the strongest energy here in this room and we set the space. We determine, okay? And just feel comfortable. This energy doesn't want you to feel comfortable in your own space. It doesn't want you to feel like you have any right to be a sovereign being here on your own. Yeah, and so I'm just going to ask this again. This part of the reading, we're done with the general messages because this is about energy work at this point. Like they're just asking us to hold space. And sorry, I know that like I'm using the maracas and it's probably hard to hear me. But there's energy that's coming in to like there's reinforcements. It's coming around. And so like if we can just set your space up however you do, sage, Palo Santo, light a candle. If you use the candles that we have here as well, go ahead and light those. Whatever you do for protection, like just hold the space here and just allow this energy to come through. Sometimes I burp when I'm moving energy and that felt like it wanted to come through. If you guys want to add to like the drumming, we used to do this at Omega a lot when we were blessed the food. Every one of us would tap into like our own rhythm. And so if you just want to like be doing that, like whatever rhythm kind of comes, like I'm just going to keep with the maracas, but like just kind of drum this out, like just whatever energy just wants to come out, like up and out. If you want to chant with me, I'm going to start doing Ho'oponopono, but I'm also hearing that Martin Luther King quote where it's like, hate cannot drive out hate, like, or cannot drive out darkness, only love can do that, like that quote. But if you just want to say this with me, I'm just going to get into a rhythm of it. So like, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. This is the best party on the internet right now. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Somebody playing the drums, I'm like hearing drums and singing. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Somebody said, not me twerking. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love this. Everybody just pulling out their candles and their drums and twerking. I love it. I love it. See what I mean? Like, that's transmutation, that's sublimation. And look, we never would have had this experience together. We never would have made this ridiculous, crazy memory on the internet, and we wouldn't have had the liveliest party that the internet has ever seen if we didn't just like have that. So it's not always like a bad thing, and it can connect us with a really interesting, beautiful, lovely part of ourselves, and we shouldn't be afraid of it, and we can transmute that energy, right? So just thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of this drumming experience. Thank you for taking the time to spend your Friday. Thank you for not being intimidated by anything. Life is a journey. Life is a school, and we should not be afraid to open our eyes to certain things that are around us. And thank you so much for all of the love and the safety and the protection and every which way that you guys are contributing to this energy work that's going on, because there is energy work that's going on right now. And the thing is, like, we just don't, all we have to do is like pull back and make space, because I just want to say it again, this energy that's going around causing problems and picking fights, you don't do that, because you don't have to do anything. You can just say, like, I would just like to petition karma to like look at what's going on here. And there's obviously some lessons that need to be learned, like why you don't like behave in certain ways, right? There's obviously that. And if we can just connect with that part of ourselves that is compassionate, but also no nonsense, and that claims our space, and that just refuses to be intimidated and bullied, like, that is what it's all about, right? That's powerful. And this is something that goes just beyond receiving a tarot message or a spiritual message, right? This goes into connecting with our own power and our own self and awakening something on some kind of like spiritual level. A lot of you were saying you were really connecting with your ancestors and stuff during this. Great, because they're here. Like, this is so much bigger than us, is what I'm hearing. This is so much bigger than us. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being badass, beautiful women here on this International Women's Day, and also for the men who are here as well. We're celebrating you. Thank you for holding space, and I hope that you have beautiful, wonderful, strong women in your life that you can connect with, and that you can celebrate today, and also just celebrating your own feminine side and connecting, like maybe paint or like something. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, George, let me just ask you not to. Okay, George, we're just gonna thank you. I have no doubts that you're a good person and that you're trying to like find your way here. You don't need to defend yourself in any way. I'm just asking you, please don't. Like, please just don't make this about you. This is just about call and response here in this space. I might ask you to just pull back your energy. Just do that then. There was a lot of messages afterwards. It's just please don't do that. We don't have to make this any bigger than it actually is. And we don't need to make enemies of each other. We can hold space here compassionately, but let's just be, okay? Because this is very much our space. It's my space, and I'm setting a certain tone here. And if that's not something that you can get behind, nobody's going to read your message, and you're just not going to be invited here in this space, okay? Yeah, okay, and I think this is the same energy from the beginning that we blocked. I guess I was right about this space. It's this emotional mind games stuff, okay? You've got some things you need to look at within yourself. You're refusing to be held accountable. You were asked to do something very simple just to respect the space. It's not something that you could do. That's the only issue that's going on here. And you can blame all you want. That's fine. You're clearly going through a process. But it might not be the space for you, okay? He's being really passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so on that note, thank you guys for showing up here. Thank you for holding space. Thank you for being a part of my community. Thank you for showing up here on this Witchy Friday. I hope that you have a really great rest of your week. Happy Women's Day, and bye.